I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I've been stuck on your memory, but it's not like I need it. And we may have some history, but we don't have to repeat it. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us.
Welcome everyone to this lovely afternoon on Sunday. Sunday is we have ATK versus that one league team in our ACGL rAge Expo final of League of Legends, and looking forward to this game. I mean, up until this game, we didn't know that that one league team was going to surprise us this much, and they've came through era, which is a very experienced team in the Lawless community, has come around for a long time, and I'm very psyched to see how they're going to perform to ATK.
Right, so as everybody should know, ATK basically the top SA team, taking the VS win recently over the likes of Royalty, Evo, and the deceased GG side. So they're definitely the team to beat. On paper, probably the stronger of the two sides playing today, but like we said, TOL, that one league team, a new name in the scene, so we've got big expectations. Best of luck to both sides. And for the ban phase, for the first game of the best of 5, we've got Yuumi Graves taken away from the side of TOL versus the likes of the Talon, Yoin, and Malphite. I like the Talon ban.
Yeah, the Talon ban is pretty good. We saw yesterday Alcatraz doing some really good early game roams on their champion. ATK themselves really do like those champions that can roam or do a lot of global work. And that being said, both Shen and Twisted Fate still up. We know Twisted Fate is a bit of an ATK pick, but it's not Kiddo playing though. There's Crane. Crane is known for picking up pretty much anything the team needs. I haven't seen him specifically not pick something, so I think he would be open to playing Twisted Fate if necessary.
Yeah, Crane, a jack of all trades, master of none. So let's see what we do get from him. We know that he does like a couple of picks, such as the Iridian Solar we had early in the tournament. But as for what he picks in the day, your guess is as good as mine. So far, top lock-in coming through for ATK. Ornn not banned away. It is one of the go-to top lane picks for Mr. ADHD, the Shen counter. You think that's going jungle, or do you think that's going top?
Well, it's the first pick, so that's the great thing about first picking Shen. You don't give away any cards as long as they don't do what they did yesterday, and I'll pick. Yes, if they give away all of. Okay, see, there we go.
They did it. It's not like this.
Okay, so there's a positive and a negative to this. Okay, so they already gave away the hand. Shen is going top, but it's not the end of the world though, because they did get Hecarim, which is a very, very strong pick. That being said, though, I think the Ornn looks like it's going to be a top lane pick. Not sure, probably for not. I don't know. ADHD today. The other day he was all for picking Darius, and you know we gave him some flack for that. Today he's going for Ornn, so yeah, some of the same stuff.
Next thing we know, we're gonna get a range top laner. Everybody hates range top laners, so Darius is bad enough. But like you mentioned, the Shen pick really good. But the thing about the Shen pick is that it can be flexing to both jungle, support, and top lane. But by locking in your Hecarim, you're pretty much saying, hey guys, this Shen is going nowhere besides top lane. And we spoke about that mistake yesterday in the draft phase that came through. It's one of those things that kind of comes with a bit of time, a bit more experience in competitive play. Pick priority not really that being that big of a concept in solo queue, especially because it's more of a Fiesta, nobody on the same page. But you can think of the champ select as almost like chess, where you're trying to outsmart your opponent. That results in basically a much easier fight, even into teams that potentially are stronger.
And I mean, they did get the Seraphine and the Samira, both the brand new champions, so we will be getting some new champ action here. Samira, I don't know if this Seraphine is going mid, and see, this is ATK being smart that we just talked about. Seraphine being picked up here in the first pick phase, and not having a clear support yet means that Seraphine can go support or mid lane. If it's going to go support, she does have a stun, so that would proc Samira's passive. So still not a bad champion with Samira, although something like a Leona would be better. Not banned. Morgana, Nautilus, any of those would work really well with the Samira. Even Taric. I'm a personal big fan of Samira Taric, but I'm not sure if Unique really plays Taric. Haven't seen him. That being said,
I love Taric back in the day. I haven't seen him in a while though.
Yeah, that can be a good pick. Rakan though, still up. Really good pick with Samira as well. One of his favorite champions, so look out for that as well.
I'm pretty confident it's going to be Seraphine support. I feel like Seraphine mid lane, not really the greatest spots currently. Riot bringing through a buff or a a rework, but a change next patch where Seraphine support being nerfed and middle lane looking a bit stronger. So currently perhaps a little bit underpowered for what Riot was expecting on release. But we have the Red Raven 789 special Aphelios locked in. I'm glad to see somebody else on the SA scene with the 200 years of experience. So let's see what that Thresh Aphelios can do bot lane. Shyvana, that is a pick I have not seen from the side of ATK before.
Oh, okay, so it looks like we might be getting the set support then. So it looks like you called it. Wait, no, you didn't call it. You said it was going to be a support. I don't know. I think the set might be the support here. So
Yeah,
that's
could
probably it's the ATK Crane special. Like we said, we don't know what he's going to pick on the day, and I think that's probably going to be some Seraphine mid.
So,
Oh?
I'm waiting for the full swaps. I mean, currently Klax is sitting with Shyvana. I don't really know. Yeah, so set mid lane is something we did see with the likes of Royalty. Royalty's substitute mid lane for their series versus, I believe, ATK or ATK Academy at the time. They played the set mid lane, did very well, but wasn't strong enough to bring them to the victory in that best of 3 series. So instead, we're looking to see that Crane mid lane set versus the like of Alcatraz's Fizz. Do we get the on hit? Do we get that pickup of Sanguine and Blade? Yeah.
I mean, they already have the on, which is going to provide them a fair bit of frontline. On obviously just builds tank and starts the team fights off a really good frontliner. So I don't know if he needs to get too much damage. And Set has a lot of bolt-in tankiness with that massive shield he gets. So not a bad call to just bolt some damage on the Set. Probably would be not too bad. But yeah, I'm really actually liking the team comp as well from the side of that one league team. A lot of good picks. The Fizz, more of a not special there. But the rest of the team, very, very powerful picks, I think. The Aphelios is a little bit immobile, though. So hopefully that lane can play to that disadvantage that they'll have with the Samira and Seraphine. It might be a bit hard to play around that.
It took me the entirety of the champ select to realize that, hang on, we've got some double agents on the side of ATK. We've got the benchwarmer in the top lane taking ADHD to the jungle. So that explains the Shyvana pick. It's not the standard ATK roster. Instead, Tenby's getting some screen time in the first game, it seems, with the Ornn pick making a lot more sense. I mean, Shyvana not really Gregor Jutron's main playstyle, I guess. That's much more of an ATK ADHD pick, so it does make sense what they've gone for that Shyvana, the AP late game potential for the 1v5. And I don't know, this is a bit of an interesting comp from ATK, so I'm quite keen to see what they do with it.
Yeah, and we didn't even see the Nidalee ban. It wasn't picked, so that's something to maybe look forward to the next game for, in case that Shyvana does pop off, because nobody's probably gonna. If ADHD does what he does, what Shyvana normally does, like get early dragons, do the one shots with the ultimate ease, it's probably gonna be banned next game. So then we might see Nidalee maybe. In the previous series, what ADHD went into the jungle, he popped off pretty hard. So I'm looking forward to see if he can do it again.
Definitely. So team comps locked in for the first game. Expectations, what are we thinking? Caster's Curse. Blue side, red side, ATK win, or that one league team?
I think ATK has just got more 300 years on their team. They got 3 of the most newest
But they've got
champions in the game.
Aphelios on red side. You got to keep that in mind. So they do have some 200 years, some unbalanced Riot handiwork.
Yeah, true. I don't know. It's well, see. Let's also face it though. This is a very unusual comp from ATK. Not something we see often. I mean, I don't know if I've seen Klax on Samira, Seraphine on the unique. Nope, nothing there. Crane. Well, we've talked about Crane. It doesn't matter what he picks. ADHD on jungle. Not as usual at all, and benchmark on top. So it is what it is, but
it is what it is.
Pick,
100%. So, I mean, we've seen some really, really good teamwork coming through from that one league team. I keep trying to call them another League of Legends team. That is like my brain is just saying no. But without that go-to talent pick, I'm quite interested to see what the mid laner has up his sleeves. He did very well on the talent, basically preventing the enemy AD carry from even playing the game for what seemed like a 50-minute back and forth bat in the hand back and forth. You take the win, no, you take the win. So you can't really make these mistakes that we saw versus the likes of ATK. ATK will punish you. They're a team that's been together for many a year. Sure, this is a slightly different roster with Bench almost subbing in, but if you make a mistake like you did in that previous series, you're not gonna get to that 50-minute mark. You're gonna be punished for it. So hopefully the team is on the map and they're ready to go for this first game of the best of 5.
Yeah, and the thing also to notice though, this is a slightly different comp from what we saw that one league team do yesterday. I don't think we've seen them do a Filios Thresh, so either they're trying something new or they were keeping this specifically for today. They don't want to bring it out yet yesterday. So that's something pretty interesting. I wonder if this is their actual, maybe it's going to see their final form today only, you know? Yesterday was maybe just they're not showing their hands completely.
Yeah.
They're just taking like their
Not
second
even our
hand
final
picks, you know?
form.
Yep. Exactly. So maybe today we'll see that one league team, you know, actually do the pop off.
100%, guys. Otherwise, we will see you in the Rift shortly. And yeah, best of luck to both sides. Right, the players are out of the gate. We've got that 5-man stack coming through from ATK. But do they get a bait or a pick on the fish? In this case, Alcatraz covering the top side. Thresh, on the other hand, the double placement of vision wards. That's Seraphine making that noise?
Yeah, she's singing. But she's
Is she
Unique
mute?
keeps on spamming. No, she's not.
Doesn't sound like
It's
words
one of
though.
her. He keeps on. So she sings, and then she's supposed to hold the mic out, and then the crowd does like a sing back. But Unique is spamming it, so we're not hearing the second part.
Very cool, new
If you-
champion.
if-
Oh, I see what you
if you-
mean there.
Yeah, if you so in the champion spotlight, she made Seraphine stand in front of the Raptors, and then it looks like the Raptors are singing back to her. It's kind of funny. You should watch it. It's at the very end of the Seraphine's champion spotlight.
Very cool. Mid lane, straight off the bat, Crane playing incredibly aggressive, looking to apply any sort of advantage he can in this matchup. Electric was procs, so the trade's pretty much even for the middle lane. Keep in mind though that Crane is running Ghost and Phase Rush, Alcatraz on the other hand, Ignite and Electrocute. Another Doug's Jungle Hecarim, Ghost, Smite, Plax opting for the cleanse.
Somebody said in a game recently that apparently if you run flash on Hecarim that you're a psychopath.
Yep, I can get behind that statement.
Yeah, I can too. So you can actually see here, you can already see a lot of aggression coming through in the spot lane. I think they definitely know that they have this, because they have Samira. If you do get caught off by something like the stun from Seraphine, that passive of Samira is not too balanced at the moment. So there we go. That's
a
what
good
I'm
point,
talking
actually.
about. But, at least that was underneath the tower, but we will see some 300 years coming through on that soon.
I'm pretty interested to see what variation of build we can out of Unique. He's gone for the airing. There's a couple of pretty viable builds that players are testing out, seeing as he is very, very new. Good sidestep on the Zao death sentence. Mid lane, Crane again back at it with a double fist action.
I didn't really. That looked like it did a lot of damage, but didn't look like he was in the true damage area in the middle. That's kind of interesting.
Right, so top Mid and jungle now rotating towards the top side. Scuttlecraft just making sure that they have the priority. Are they aware of the fact that Hecarim is top side jungle? There is a ward placed, but not too sure. Oh, top side, top half you Benchwarm. Benchwarm, you're supposed to just be in a full spot, you don't need to go big. In this case, now forcing top hat to potentially reset, but actually opting to stay as ADHD does look for the setup in the top lane. Only waiting in Tri-Brush. Top hat, the overstay is there. He has the taunt, he has the flash, but does he have the mechanics? The flash now burnt. Holds on to the taunt, takes the turret shot. ADHD finds himself the first blood on Shyvana.
That's going to be pretty big for him. He also got a Dark Harvest stack there, plus a kill. He's going to clear some more camps back for a big back, and then probably do early dragon. So that's something to look forward to.
Another dog looking for the mid lane. Vengeance, TOL first gank attack not working out, but that cost him and saw nothing coming.
At least this bot lane has been doing a pretty good job of staying safe. And as I
The
say that,
reads,
never mind.
Exhaust applied. That's going to be the Clax long range snipe.
Yep,
Good engage from Unique.
That was a Caster's Curse.
Caster's Curse, yeah.
I was literally just saying, oh, they've actually done a good job of staying alive, and then he died.
Yeah, so the thing about Samira is that she's very much an early game. She wants to snowball early to mid game. Late, she's not really that well scaling compared to some of the other AD carries that are currently around in meta. So Clax and Unique want to get some form of lead. There it is. Clax looking to get big as Unique takes this one. The Ignite taken and talking, but should not be enough. The last tick, just 2 shots. Gotta keep in mind it is first game of the day as Benchwarm does take the honorable leave. The reconnect coming through there. Good thing ADHD's on his side. Infernal Drake now on the map, so you gotta keep in mind Vestal likes to Shyvana. She likes to sneak objectives like dragons, so having good vision control from the side of that one league team around the dragon pit is gonna be a good idea just to prevent ADHD from getting any form of lead for their team.
The scuttle will also be up, so that will, if she wants to do it now, I'm not completely sure how healthy she has to be, but scuttle will provide some health back. Does seem like she is going over. Yeah, might be now.
There's the sneak attack coming through right there.
Okay,
pretty
so apparently
standard.
you don't even need to be super healthy. It should be fine.
Bot lane looking to fight, just hold that priority as Unique and Clax take the tango. Zal unfortunately not able to get either of the abilities down. AoE Yasuo wind wall, balanced and interactive. Hecarim a little bit too late for that rotation to ADHD, getting the dragon and getting out alive. 3-6, he had flash just in case, but if another Doug was there 5 seconds earlier, that could have been a different story. Hello, dredge line. Or death sentence slide. Panda finding the Unique kill into the Clax return. ADC for support. Mid lane, no Crane. True shot Alcatraz dashed in front saying, no friend, I want that damage. As Zal drops for the double. That bot lane matchup is not fun for Unique. The melee squishy, the melee Thresh quite easily able to get onto Unique if Clax does not block or cancel the hook for him. And right there, Unique showing us why Seraphine is such a squishy champion.
Yeah, and she's definitely one of Seraphine's biggest weaknesses. If she is caught off by CC or find alone somewhere on the map, just like a Yumi almost or a Sona, very squishy champion, easily to pick off like that. And yeah, even though Samira did get the double kill there, it's still going to be something back for Phileas.
Lands apply, blue side to the blue for the flank, and another Doug with the overcommit. He had no ult, he's still pre-6. Was Benchwarm snared or was he CC there, or did he just lag? Because that Forge God was not a recast. Unique just able to survive. Good cleanse from Clax there. Good, actually very, very good proactive attempt from TOL. They're not in a good spot because they were down a dragon, a bunch of gold. So they looked to make a play towards the boss of the map. Benchwarm was here for the counter. Still not too sure if he lagged or if he was stunned in that team fight though.
You can definitely get behind these attempts though. I like it that they're not just sitting back and moving. It's definitely something that I'm enjoying of this game. We've seen many other teams that aren't quote unquote
Crane.
to bet it over.
1v2, looking to turn around the damage. The shield is not popped, means he is vulnerable, but he does manage to get out with the pop of the ghost, you were saying?
Yeah, I've just been saying, like, many of the teams that aren't considered some of the like the best,
Some of the newer teams,
in
yeah.
SA. Yeah, so some of them just, like, when they start losing, they just passively lose the game. They don't
They
try
basically
to do
roll
practice
over.
plays. Exactly. This game, I feel like it's not the case. They are definitely still trying.
Another doggy sitting on the outside of shadows. He has this. Here comes Top Hat, but he pushes ADHD the wrong direction. Showstopper everything for Crane as he does take out another dog. 1v3 situation. Top Hat not going to be able to get out of this one. Shyvana finding herself the double plus Dark Harvest stacks. So very, very big objective for Shyvana. Does she look for the Rift? Apparently not. Interesting decision. She had the smite. But yeah, I have to agree with you on that one. So, a lot of teams, like you were saying, especially early or the newer teams, they have a tendency of playing a reactionary League of Legends where they just kind of are trying to be there for the counter. They're there reacting to whatever the other side does. In this case, that one League team still trying to play proactive despite the fact that they are on the back foot. So that's a good sign of a team. It means they are not going to just roll over and take this loss.
Yeah, I think for that one League team, they definitely need to look at the Sophelios. At this moment, his collar's halfway done and he has that kill. C is not looking too great, but the Fizz hasn't gotten too much in his pocket as well, so I don't know if there's much they can look to this Fizz, because he's also building his Zonias first, so at this moment, Fizz doesn't look like he's going to be able to do some very hard deleting as yet. So one of their best win conditions at this moment is probably looking at the Aphelios. And they did do this TP to play in bot lane, so they are probably seeing the same that I'm seeing. And looking to try and snowball this Aphelios.
Top Hat disengaged, taunt does come through. Here comes the Forge Guard. We should get the recast. We do the knockups there into the chain CC. As, oh wait, what the hackers hook? Zal finding the connection, but unfortunately nobody looking to push up on that. Sees the turret will drop in just a few seconds. So top lane siege continues. 80k benchwarm. Good taunt, and the turret benchwarm does not drop just yet, but it's going to be ADHD instead. The trade that's worth it for top lane. Top Hat, he goes big, he goes huge.
Yeah, it's going to be shotgun gold as well.
Lax. Yes. Okay, so the trade over support for Eddie Carey. Clax dying to the infamous turret. Sly Panda is gifted some gold in the pocket. I mean, we had Essence Reaver, like Samira versus the likes of Pickaxe Cal. Shen looking for the assistance. ADA Unique actually playing through some damage. He may just go for the 1v2 as support. Sono 2.0, Unique, the trade. I didn't expect that, I'll be honest.
Same. I thought Ophelia should be able to deal enough damage fast enough to kill her, but apparently not. And that's going to be the Shen ultimate down as well. He does not have TP to get back into top lane as well, so he's probably going to clear a wave or two, and then we'll have to go back as well, since 80k benchwarmer is also heading up back to top right now.
Seraphine's opted to go for the Unholy Grail build, so she's legitimately going for the Ardent playstyle of I'm basically Sona 2.0. Rest in peace Unholy Grail next season as it is getting removed.
Who knows what Nami will pick now?
I'm sure there's going to be alternatives that work just as well. But like, I think if the one champion that's getting hit really hard with the changes coming through next season is Sona. I don't know what's happening with her. I feel like she might be a little bit underwhelming. Dragon secure.
Actual power.
Reek does come through under Zawas. We do have the ADHD flash disengage. Top Hat's very low. The 80k Cyclax looking for the big boy players. The outside shadow does climb in the backline. 80k traded over. Big Shyvana licks to delete multiple members with that Dragon's Breath. Alcatraz now the only one alive trying to escape as Crane does pop the ghost, but does he have the speed, the moves? A flash.
The dragon is very angry dragon, not able to get her second dragon. Oh.
Rest in peace, Ace. Or unofficial Ace.
Well, they did at least get the dragon away from 80k, so they've got that going for them, which is nice. Another Doug though, even though he did get that dragon for them. Not doing too well in his score there, 0-3-1. Almost got the Triforce done though. One more item and a bit of gold.
Why does Seraphine ride on a platform? What is the significance of the platform? It just looks weird to me.
The platform, as far as I know, a lot of the pop stars type of things, they do the platform thing.
It doesn't suit the game though. It feels like it's one of those skins that someone's developed like as a third party.
I don't know about that one. I sort of see why they're doing it. That's I think it is a very pop star-y thing. Especially Asian idol culture almost, yeah?
Yeah.
Like K-pop almost.
Alright, so Dragon, oh sorry, Rift now on the map, 1 Dragon to 1. Another Doug was able to secure the previous objective of Dragon, but the end of that fight was an 80k victory. They got a lot of gold with that ace. So Alcatraz just unable to find the connection. Plax is ready with his AoE Yasuo Windwater, saying no to any projectiles that they aim at unique. So now currently 5 for 2 for 8 unique, looking pretty big. 150 gold bounty. A Jais as well handed over to ATHD in the jungle. Shyvana. Right, so mid-tier siege. Alcatraz not really looking too scary without the fizz. No chum in the water. Oh, Sly Panda should get the root. He does. Klax a little bit slow on that. Trigger pulls the 4-man taunt into the Klax combo. Sly missing the 200 years, but Unique will have the damage take out Zal. Blue side teleport looking for the assist, but Klax does drop. So 2 for 1 trade. I mean, I was getting excited there. I thought 80k bot lane were looking to pop off. ADHD popping the dragon form, looking for that AoE damage. The question mark big comes through, says, how is that balance? Riot Games, do something about this. But ADHD, there it is, another dog. You're out of here. Thanks for the stacks, he says. This is
one thing I realized in Solo Queue last night that upset me a little bit. Even if you black shield someone from Morgana, Seraphine's passive still kicks in. So if I black shield Leona's Q, Seraphine still gets the passive. How is that for balance?
That's kind of weird. Yeah, that is actually pretty dumb. That shouldn't be a thing. What I want to know is how has Riot Games not done something about AP Shyvana? The champion just does not seem balanced.
The thing is that wasn't. I don't think that was the original design intention as well.
No.
She was supposed to be a melee fighter style, and
but that playstyle's not even viable.
Yeah, exactly, but that's exactly why people realized that. Hold on, she's got a lot of AP ratios on her E there, especially when she ults into dragon form. It's just both full AP. Plus the clearing, plus the dragon makes a really good AP jungler.
Just does not seem like it should be allowed in the game, because you get one good alt E combo and you've legitimately halved out the entire enemy team. Oh, here we go, Crane, 1v1, he has a friend of the way, another dog here for the assist, the tier 2 turn does drop, picking you up, putting you back down, it's the showstopper into the onslaught of shadows. Lee just giving him the assist as Crane walks away with the free turret in hand. Oh, the roots are just able to get away from the second taunt, not finding the right target, but Unique will trade over 80 carry for support as Sly Panda bringing through the full Forge God Force, another Doug and a double 10 Vs. He gets himself the cheeky double kill.
Been actually going for the Leandri's tournament now, so switching over from the utility to a bit more AP.
Yeah, so it's a pretty rough one as Heckram. You've got to be very precise with those shadow onslaughts. If you don't position it on the right side, you're just going to end up assisting the enemy team, so it's all about the placement. He has the Triforce though, so he is somewhat online at this point. Should be able to do some good damage, and we should see it coming through bot lane as ADT Krillin pulls the aggro, forces to disengage Flash, so he realizes he's a little bit too far up and he has no friends nearby, but the middle lane teamfight will break through. Crane, or Klax rather, finds the slight panda kill into the trade. I've seen this play before. Why do we have these constant back and forth trades of AD carry for support or AD carry for AD carry? Unique on the other hand, Flash, taunt, fail into the bot lane. Klax and Unique now dead. I believe Klax has 5 more lives to go before he spikes. Shyvana looking for the 1v2. He finds the damage on another Doug. Rest in peace. I'll start a little bit too late yet again as Klax, or ADHD rather, is able to find himself the first one. Does he have the damage from Top Hat? Top Hat's a bit tankier. Oh, never mind. Tanky is apparently irrelevant at this point.
Oh, that was pretty close there. Valid attempt. I think if he got one or two more basics off on that power Q.
Yep. After he had the flash left from that last team fight.
Oh yes.
So for those of you guys who don't know, Shyvana was changed about 4 or 5 patches back where she can no longer E on top of herself in ultimate in dragon form. So she has to like shoot the projectile to the side of her, so if they're on top of it, makes it very tricky to hit the ability. Something to keep in mind when you do try to find a Shyvana. Uh-oh. Not like this, Crane. You burnt your flash in the last fight, the 1v4. It's not much to buy for time as Unique looks for the charm. He gets the 3-man into the Klax, looking for the pop off. Unique finds the double into the 3rd kill. Klax for ATK as Fizz, Aphelios, and Mr. Thrash are all dead. It's Seraphine and Senna looks, not Senna, sorry, Seraphine and oh. Did we get the ace though?
Someone pointed out yesterday that that one league team has not lost a match yet, so this must be one of their first.
Wonder how they take it on the mental. I mean, teams have a tendency to Alcatraz. It really comes down to, does a team have the mentality to bounce back after defeat, or are you one of those newer teams which have issues due to the fact that they have won pretty much all their games? So it's a big series to lose the first game in. There's still plenty of games. It's the best of 5, so by all means it's recoverable. Oh. What are we thinking? Where did that one league team go wrong in this first game?
I guess when they didn't have the newest champs in the game.
Fair enough.
But,
they didn't double 200 years.
Yeah, but other than that, I feel like the bot lane just they need some more defense. I think. I don't know. It's really hard to deal with that bot lane combo anyway. So
Agreed.
maybe Morgana could work, or Leona. I don't know. Try to counter the Samira somehow, or the top lane. I don't know. It's not sure.
Just all over the place game, but it is the first game of the day though, the warm-up. Maybe just working off the rust. I was gonna say at the end of that game, Samira and Seraphine together looked like a really, really strong combo. I can see that being the new, like, what, Caitlyn Moore kind of vibes. So perhaps they have to take them off one of those picks. Unique getting an insane amount of kills with the 10 for 4 for 13 KDA. Those fights were non-stop in the bot lane. Just looking to play as aggressive as possible. But second game is a new game. Reset the mental, take a break, take a walk. You get some cool drink, whatever it takes to get the mental fresh again. And go in with the intentions of taking the victory. It's still comebackable. But let's see what we get for the second game.
like I lost my mind now. Every mountain that I had to climb, I'm bona fide, I'm dying every day. It seems the worst had to come around. Had enough of the suits and parents. Feel like I'm never allowed to stand. I'm losing all my self-determined faith. I'll never, 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 never be in control. In control. Now what am I to do with me? In control. Fitted up with Dr. Martin's suit of armor in the cut. I'm a mystery to all them doggies in the pound of mud. Sick of tossing hearts to passive folks I haven't seen in months. Orchestrate the buttercup, I need control, I'll buckle up. Cruising with my silver sprocket, gnarly on the dirt trails. Air balloon, I'll make it hell. Tidal wave, I'll make it sail. Getting agitated like Napoleon when Kip is home. Siri, interrupt the music, guess I gotta toss the phone. Hello? I try to get it up my mind, but I think it all the time. I don't wanna be the worst, but I guess that's how it goes. I try to show you everything, but the facts it doesn't change. It's like the start of the show, you're never in control.
And we're back for game number 2 of the best of 5 final series, ATK versus TOL. First game, Sinister, summarize it for those that only got here during the loading screen. What happened?
So the Shyvana got the first blood on top lane, and pretty much from there just had a bit of a big rolling start. Got the first dragon, you know how Shyvana things goes. Got some more kills, got the stacks, and yeah, it was just one shot deletes from the Shyvana from there. But that being said, though, even though ATK did play really well and made lives hard for that one league team, we didn't see one league team really roll over and just take the loss. They tried their best at doing some proactive plays on bot lane. Aphelios got some kills onto himself. It just wasn't enough, and ATK took the victory. But I'm hoping to see more proactive plays from that one league team. It's not over yet. It is the best out of 5. So 2 more possible games, maybe even more if we get reverse sweeps. So I'm keen to see what's going to happen next and what in the Champions seg holds for us. Shen already being banned out, plus Shyvana. So those champions were in the last games and they will not make it through to this one.
Yeah, I like the Shyvana ban. I feel like that champion a little bit too cheese for 2 games. So we have the Rumble Hover. Rumble, bit of an interesting pick. Can go both mid and top lane. Most likely we'll see it top though. It's something we have seen Crane play as well. But the go-to lock-in, I'm calling it now. We get the on lock-in from ATK. That's gonna be one of the picks. Secondary pick, not too sure though.
Oh, maybe this game Benchwall wants to build a Trinity, you know?
Oh. I don't really know what Benchwall plays, to be honest. The Shen is banned.
Ah, but he played with Sheepy. That means he must know how to play Trinity.
True. I mean, honorable tank duty is the name of the game. Swain locked in. Swain very good at flex, but can go support. Can potentially go mid. Could go top, but I'm feeling the Swain support. I feel like that's going down for Unique.
Yeah, if they get Samira here again, Swain Samira could be a pretty good call.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Forest. No way. Did we get the first lock-in?
I'm guessing Klax did not have his rib burger today, because if he did, we would see Yasuo.
Oh no, I feel like feed. So potentially fasting center coming through. If it is going to be a Swain center bot lane, but we'll have to see. Lilia locked in for the side of TOL. Lilia, very, very strong pick right now. We've seen them play it before as well, so that's a nice lock-in. We'll go jungle, however. Poppy though? Poppy top? Question mark?
Probably. I mean, that could still be a flex. I've seen Poppy jungle. It's not a super bad pick. Not that easy to gank though, especially into a team like ATK that knows if you don't go to a wall that you were not yet stunned. But yeah, pretty decent.
Oh, they got the Maokai hover. Do we get the lock in there?
Like we said, Swain could be flexed, so maybe we get the. Oh, no,
gingerbread.
it's not going to be. Yep.
Playing with me. Sad now.
That being
Zion.
said, though, we did see Alcatraz play the Alistair yesterday. Played it pretty decently, so that's something. Looks like we're getting more comfort picks here from them. They
Yeah.
also got the Lilia yesterday, I think.
Ali's a nice pick in the Swain as well. The headbutt allows for the denial of the team fight potential from Swain. Just take him out of the fight entirely. Set now banned away from the mid lane. But I highly doubt we get 2 games in a row where the Crane picks the same champ. So it was 2 sets in a row, not really likely, but the ban nonetheless taken out, so that option not there.
Yeah, that being said, though, with the Sion lock-in, I mean, Sion can be flexed. I haven't seen him in support or mid lane in a very long time. The mid lane pick was more of a current meta at the time, cheese pick sort of thing, so I don't think it will be mid, but then again, it is Crane, so we never know what to expect from Crane. But it is most likely going to be Sion top, so that means that Swain support will probably be locked in for that. But like I said, Swain can still go other roles. I just
Could
do
be
not know if
Sion
80
support,
Crane
but-
would be... Yeah, I just don't know if Crane would be that insane with doing a Science mid lane that hasn't been meta for a while.
I mean, if anything, that's a Journal pick, the Scion. But it's definitely a possibility. We could always have that lethality mid lane Scion. Well, as you guys just joining us currently, best of 5. So keep in mind, there are a lot of games still ahead. ACK, 1 victory up. Misfortune locked in, a good 80 carry pick. MF
Yep, and the
Alice is
fact
a bit of an
that-
interesting combo there. Yeah.
The fact that they've already shown their bot lane pick with the Senna means that the Misfortune is not too bad, because you really do not want to pick Misfortune into Samira. That right there is asking for a free loss. We saw it happen yesterday. It just doesn't work. As soon as the Samira does her AoE win wall block, Misfortune ult is just pretty much negated. So it's sort of the same thing. You don't want to just early pick Misfortune and then they can just counter pick you Braum. Those champions just denies you so much as a Misfortune. So that's pretty good picking it this late into the game. That being said, could still be a Yasuo mid.
I'm gonna be very surprised if they're locking that Katarina, because Katarina is kind of interesting into this comp. Alistair there for the counter. Yep, Cassidy and Nivea a lot more Crane style. We've got Cassidy locking. I really like the Kha'Zix pick. Kha'Zix having one of, if not the highest win rates versus the likes of Lilia. That late game, I'm just gonna reset off of you because you're a squishy, a lamb in the jungle. So ADHD lock it in the assassin, as well as the likes of Vega there for the one shot and Misfortune. Poppy probably gonna have a little bit of a rougher time with that cancel. So team comps now locked in. Prediction correct. Senna Swain bot lane from the first rotation. Ben Shaw taking side to the top lane. Cassidy mid for some more AP damage, and Kha'Zix in the jungle versus the likes of Vega mid lane, Poppy top lane, Alistair Misfortune bottom, and Lily in the jungle. I like the Vega pick. Mid lane's gonna be a scale game. Both teams just looking to hit that late game carry potential. The one click R delete. Senna there for the scale as well from the side of ATK, as well as Lilia late game gonna be pretty strong. But what do we think of a draft, dude? Who took this? Who took the draft phase?
I think it's a pretty good draft from ATK side. This bot lane is going to be very hard. I mean, this Alistair, he might have had to take the
Plans?
dematerializer, because if he walks up, he's going to get harassed a lot by the Swain. Exactly. So that's sometimes, I know dematerializer is not that good as a support item anymore, but it used to be good if you're playing a tank and you want to get those minions stacked.
Cannons, yeah.
Yeah.
Get the shoves.
So in this case, it's just going to be a bit hard to walk up for the Alistair.
I feel like Misfortune
think-
might have a rough time just getting off bullet time in general, because there's a lot of CC available, a lot of cancels there, but the Vega Baby Cage should give the assist. Only real issues, I'm feeling like perhaps TOL a little bit squishier. They've got Alistair, who's a support tank, so he's like an off tank, And they've got Poppy. Outside of that, very, very squishy. And you're versing the likes of a Kha'Zix plus the cast in late game, post 16 especially. The delete's going to be over there. But it seems like Unique's just having a field day with these support picks, dude. We're getting everything and anything coming through in that bot lane.
Yeah, and you can definitely see the front line in general, even though they're not necessarily hyper tanks on ATK except for the Scion, but Kassadin still does really good frontlining. Senna can heal, so that gives you even more sustainability in fights, and Swain gets more health back, and he builds items like a Zonia's Hourglass or like a Rylai's or Leandri's or stuff, AP health items. So they all have really, really good front lines where they pretty much just have to hope that Alistair and Poppy can do the work for them. So definitely, I think overall ATK comp, team fighting just better, and bot lane harass is going to be very hard to deal with.
100%. I mean, just looking at the comps themselves, I feel like this game is aiming towards that late game. They want the Vega late, they want the Caster and Senna late game. Are we going to get another 50-minute game like we did in the previous series between the likes of TOL and who was it again? Who did they play against yesterday?
Oh, it was Era overtime.
Era, that was it. We had that 40-50 minute game between Era and TOL. I feel like ATK a little bit more experienced, so the likelihood of the game getting to that long is a lot less, just because of the fact that they make less mistakes, being a team that has played together for many a year. So the late game may not be the best advantage or best state to play for from the side of TOL, just because of the fact that ATK are very experienced. So best of luck to both sides. We should be loading into the Rift. Which way are we going for the Caster's Curse for game 2?
It's gonna be another ATK for me.
Okay.
Not necessarily. It's not necessarily just because they won last game and they're the best team in South Africa. I genuinely do like their comp more. I think that the bot lane is gonna have a hard time, and in general, Kassadin is. I think unless Vigar gets like a really good amount of farm and stacks on his Q, Kassadin overall is just a much bigger ticking time bomb than Vigar, I think.
100%. He's got the Glacier as well. But guys, we will see you shortly on the Rift. Be right back. Right, game 2, the best of 3 ATK out of the gates with the stack, the 5-man invade this time though. Last time we had a standard stack and a hold. In this case, they are revealed the Pixel Brush award coming through very clutch for the likes of TOL.
G2 unique, nice commemoration there. Rip.
Oh, they've got the bees.
10 bees?
And bees. In this case, just 2 bees. See whether you guys big or not this game.
If both teams had the bee emotes and they all stood together, they can get 10 bees.
No comments. Speaking of 10 bees, or in this case, Benchwarm. You guys notice how everyone's name is like perfectly synced up with their portrait, and then you've got Benchwarm on the top right, just like taking up the entirety of the screen.
Yeah, it's a true Benchwarmer name, you know. You can definitely see he's only there for temporaries.
Nope, top hat, taking a bit of damage in the top lane.
As you guys can notice, yes, both yesterday and today, I've got good old commemorative jerseys on for some of our other South African teams. Today I've got Energy Esports, never forget. Yesterday I had Royalty. never forget that they were
How many
dropped out in
jerseys do
the
you
second
have?
round of the tournament. I have 3, I think, 3 or 4.
Okay. Get a virtual jersey this year.
Still waiting for Goon Squad to send me a jersey 1 year. 1 year I'll get one finally.
You're not gonna get an
They all-
ATK jersey?
Guys, if you don't want me to be biased, send me a jersey of your org. By the way, still,
I don't know if
still waiting for my
Does it
still
work like
waiting
that?
for my DSD. Yeah, still waiting for my DSD jersey. If you're there and
Oh.
listening, I'm still waiting.
Unique, good grab ball in already, applying the pressure. Clax and Unique. They have exhaust heal. They've got no glacial yet though. Opting for the grasp instead. And it does seem to be fasting center. But Raven would be proud.
This is Red
Bench
Raven.
warmer. Ooh, we cancel. Top hat though. A little bit of extended. Do we get the bench warm flash W recast? We do. Bench warm for the first blood in the top lane. Brain. You spoke of dematerializer. We got one in the mid lane for Alcatraz.
Oh, and, I don't know, against the Cassidon? Feels like he doesn't have to play that passive.
It's well, I think he's gonna struggle with the shove. I mean, Crane's Cassidon perhaps having a little bit more pushing power. Just wants to be able to clear wave and rotate, especially the match level 6 red side teleport does come through. It's gonna be top or bench warmer looking to join for the Scuttle Fiesta. I think coming
If this
through
was
there.
solo queue. Oh,
Bot
okay.
lane, Clax
Combo.
and Zal. After for the aftershock again, face rush, not something that Zal's too comfortable on.
I mean, that's something you love to see as a jungler when your whole team commits for your scuttle. Even getting a TP out. That's you really love to see that.
Ooh, angles, dude. Bot lane trades though, like you said, yeah, the Scuttle can basically, that fight can basically decide the early game entirely.
And I mean, it was also pointed out to me that Scuttle is pretty much the same XP as a buff. So
Yeah.
and
doesn't hit
pretty
you back.
important actually for a jungler. Yeah, and it gives you that healing back, so you can continue doing more jungle camps. So
It's basically,
overall, Scuttle insane value early
it's
game.
free real estate. I mean, it doesn't hit you back when you take it. You can heal off of it. There's a lot of experience, a lot of gold, and it creates vision for your team. It sounds like a win-win to me. In this
Arguably
case,
one of the most important objectives early, I think.
you don't have to tell ADHD that, because he's already got 2 of them, dude.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty big for him as a Kha'Zix.
Uh-oh. Another Doug is a lamb in the fields for this ADHD Kazakh's pick. The Predator waiting in the shadows. He's trying to find another Doug and another kill. Slight Panda does get rooted in place. The Clax damage. The loss all won't be enough. A Slight does end up popping the Summoner heal. Clax push back to the turret. The Force Flash. The Ignite. It's going to be Zell finding himself the first bot lane kill. Very nicely played by Alistair for that 1-to-1. Ooh.
And he makes it out.
I looked away for a second, but that felt nasty. I saw the flash in the corner of my eye. The bowling for another Doug. Was he gonna die to the DPS there, or was that a good secure by Zal?
I think it's better to just get the kill rather than to risk it. I think it's just better to get the kill onto the team. But yeah, it would definitely have been great to have that on another Doug. I'm not too sure if this early into the game the damage would have been enough.
Okay, so that's Clax's first death. 9 to go. Do we get the power spike this game? We got 5 last game. Got a halfway there. So unlike the Shyvana Kazakhs, not exactly the greatest at taking objectives such as Dragon, so we shouldn't see any sneaks from ATK, so TOL are good in that department. As for Lilia, not exactly a Dragon objective taking that jungler either, just wants to power farm towards that late game, unblock the sleep, and the late game spike. So currently CS wise in the jungle, pretty even. Gold slightly favoring ATK.
I see Max is starting to farm now. Is it time for him to stop farming?
I wasn't paying too much attention, but generally it's okay to farm with the support item. I think it's 20 per 5 minutes or 10 minutes. So he can take some of them if he needs the gold. Or if Unique's not there yet. So in this case, it looks like I was wrong. ADHD still trying to sneak the dragon. He's going to play for the Kha'Zix Ocean trade over, seeing as he was pretty confident another dog would be topside, looking to pick up that scuttle that was led away. In this case, red buff as well being stolen away. Do we get another dog walking into topside there? Oh, you hate to see it. Very, very well played by ADHD. The roots into the pullback, passive kicking in Unique, getting another stack. As the turret, it's just been a constant or non-stop, top lane. Been a non-stop case of playing under the bot tier 1 turret.
Except for that dragon, the gold lead is not looking too bad. Ult.
Damage does come through, and luckily Slight not having the 6, so he won't be able to make it. Oh, bring out the damage, bring out the bullets, because it's that time. Training Alcatraz. Oh, doesn't find the tap. Another dog looking for the sleep as Unique does pop ult. He has no stopwatch, so just looking to buy for time. Won't get the recast. It's going to be the 3rd kill now. TOL leading in the kills department at least.
And this time the kill will be over onto another dog, so that's going to help him a lot in this jungle and maybe potentially the late game. Swain having exhaust this game, do you think that was a good summoner to pick up on Swain, since you know Swain does really like to be aggressive and do as much damage as possible? Don't you think the Ignite would have been a better choice, Sheepy?
They're playing for the scale. They've got the center, they're going for the fasting. He wants to exhaust just to deal with the misfortune late game, potentially reduce the damage on that bullet time. So I don't think it's too bad. But the Ignite very much viable as well, depending on whether you want to look to snowball early super hard or if you want to invest into that late game. So I really like what ADHD's done here. He saw that Lily was bottom, that means blue box is free. Now we can then rotate into Rift Herald. And in terms of macro, the jungle carry is real. ADHD securing the Eye of the Herald.
This whole series is just a trial for ADHD to leave top lane, since he's been
You joke,
he's not been liking it too much, and now he's just trying to get into the 80k jungle.
I can see that being a thing. Honestly, he's been playing a lot better in the jungle than he has been top lane. So maybe ATK should explore options.
Who knows? Maybe maybe Greg is better in top lane. Yeah, has he tried it? Have we seen his top lane?
Bot lane plays still 3.5 minutes before they drop off, so plenty of time to secure that extra gold. Currently, just short of 2k advantage towards red. Interested to see what ADHD does with that Rift Herald. We should have a play or attempt at a turret coming through the next minute or two. Perhaps with the dragon spawn. Another dog, bot side sweep. How many souls are we looking at here? Clax. 41 souls in 11 minutes. That's actually really good. That's really, really decent. He's in a good spot. To be fair, it is support center, so, or quote unquote support center.
And they are looking for more scaling. The Kassadin actually picked up a lot of the ages on 2 stacks himself.
Clax, Slide Panda pulled back in a position. He has the bullet time. There it is. He's going to bring through the damage, but ADHD for the counter. Red side teleport looking to join the fight as well as Bench Warmers here for the with Top Hat. First member to drop will be the jungle from the side of TOL. Top Hat for the pin, the pushback. Swain, you're out of here. No getting recast on that ult as Top Hat now forced to disengage Flash, but Benchwarmer has the answer. Top Hat is now dead as the rift is available and ATK should be able to crack the first brick. This is something that I've said time and time again about the ATK squad. They are proactive in the sense that if you look for somebody, they will send the entirety of the Avengers down. They bring in the top lane of the junglers there, mid lane trading. But so the main issue there was that another Doug showed about 10 or 15 seconds before the attempt went through. He looked for an attempt with the Eve from the side, which said, "Hey guys, ATK, I'm down bottom. Send your jungler here for the counter." They then wasted a little bit of time and went for the re-attempt, which was basically incredibly telegraphed. And just like that, ADHD is watching map. He will track where you are and he will pick you off when he can. And right there, ADHD finding his third kill.
Actually, taking a lot of tower shots. They are free indeed.
Bot dives getting set up. ADHD won't be able to take out Slide, but the flash and the heal is burnt as Crane able to trade. Mid lane now down. Bit of an overkill, Alcatraz, but it did the job. Shut down over to Alistair. Apparently, as two members of the side of ADHK do die. Top Hat. Danbies. Ooh. Nasty.
The Tiamat is completed on that Scion, so he's not going for the extreme tank build. He is going to have some wave clear. It's going to help him a lot to side lane. Indeed, if he wants to later on to the game, it's going to make those pushes much easier. If he wanted to be that extreme frontliner, he would probably just leave as is.
Not too sure how Crane got through the initial gate there, but jumped into a stun. Rod now complete for Unique.
Low on mana.
Looking to stack it up as we have 4 stacks in the mid lane Crane.
Yeah, this is going to be a very stacky late game team, not going to lie.
Name of the game is Scale. You have the link in. Very tempted to make a Trump reference there.
Oh,
You see that meme?
spicy.
Yeah, that's been shared around.
I'm not completely sure which one you're talking about, but hit me up afterwards.
Alright, so mid tier 1 turret Siege looking for the pressure as ADHD jungle looks to sneak the dragon. It's gonna be the Infernal. Zal locked in place as Unique looks for the chain, bringing out the Undying chains. Oh, bowling. Cassidy in a good spot for the collapse.
By the way, Sheepy, Alistair's ultimate is called Unbreakable Wall.
Yeah, I don't know why I keep calling it Undying Chains. I keep thinking Tryndamere for some reason. I did it the other day as well.
You played too much Tryndamere.
Alright, so the mid lane attempt called off. Cassidy back to the side lane for the Mr. Narc cosplay. Oh, Sly Panda. Clax pushed into the wall. Good combo. He will be the lead. Zal, the man behind the engage as the Clax fasted center is picked off.
It's a pretty cool combo actually, the Alistair plus Vigar. Even if you don't get anyone into the side, you can maybe just headbutt them into it.
Yeah.
Give you a free stun. I also like the combo of Poppy and Nivea, so it's unfortunate they don't have that combo, but basically Nivea can set up terrain for Poppy for free stun.
Alcatraz is not in a good spot. Crane gonna go drowsy, gonna go sleep. Good night, sweet prince. As Senna just laid on that cost.
You can also see that Flax went for the frozen mallet here, so he's also gonna. That team is just gonna be so hard to kill later on.
Yep.
Senna going for that survivability late game.
So basically, with the Senna build, the fasting center, you go for The Grasp of the Undying for the tank stats, plus Frozen Mallet, results in you having that pseudo glacial, plus having a lot more survivability, a lot more tank for late game, which we can see right here. He's not looking to dead just yet. He's doing the best he can, looking for that power spike though. 7, 8 deaths to go. Clark's able to walk his way out of this one. As another Doug goes for the ball, he gets the connection. Does he have the damage? The DPS is not quite there. As another Doug finishes him off, and Clark's finds his 7th death, or his 3rd death.
He will be going for the Black Cleaver after this, right?
I believe so, yes. The armor pen and the CDR.
Cassidy just side laning. Good old not cosplay.
Bench warmer.
Yeah, I don't think Poppy wins these. The fact that he has the Tiamat plus the Sunfire Cape, just too much sustainability. I mean, the top hat does not even have his first item done yet, so that's going to be very hard to get any of these fights into his favor. See them just soaking it all up and having to run away.
Alcatraz Crane. Another Doug. The push back to sleep combo. Crane not able to get the damage as Alcatraz finds the kill.
The Cassidy was woken up out of the sleep. You hate to see it.
It's one of those like wake ups where you have a sore neck, you just wake up the wrong side of the bed. In this case, takes the full burst to the face from Alcatraz. Bullet time for the wave clear. Baxter, what are you doing?
Klax just loves these free tower shots.
He wants
He's
stacks.
Like, I like 3 rib burgers, so I'm gonna take 3 tower stacks as well.
Well, top tier 1 or tier 2 turret is inside bench warmer. Does not care if he takes the aggro. He wants that turret. He wants that second solo objective. So bench warmer applying the pressure to the top lane, and top patch is struggling to deal with it. The push through stun not gonna be there. The gate's a little bit late, but does Zal get the damage? He does. Klax get again slow on the trigger pull, so shield won't be there. As Klax does the best to try and cut his way out of this one. Zal stepping forward with that unbreakable will. Alcatraz bursts and Klax back to the Shadow Realm as the red side teleport does come through. It looks to be bench from a flash and undying or unstoppable. Available to flash. Cancel on the knockup. Team fight is sloppy. Another Doug is finding himself that killing spree as the sleep ignored. Benchwarmer says, no friend, I'm not tired, I'm not going to bed. I've had too much sugar. And TOL take a big team fight victory.
One of these games, TOL is clawing themselves back into this game now. More kills than ATK. Gold lead not yet there, no dragons, but the dragon is up. So they can secure their first dragon here.
Oh,
Crane is available.
I've seen this play before. This is the
Stacking
Mr. Not
ult.
Special. The flank with the Cassidy and the pin's gonna be there. Kha'Zix red steel goes huge. Doesn't get the kill in He does die, but the fight now worth it as they secure themselves the 3rd dragon. That means that they have that soul pressure. Klax looking to do some work. Top hat. He's shooting pellets at this point. Or peanuts as Klax now potentially finding himself the 5th death. The spike is on the way. Burst is there. And Alcatraz getting himself his 4th kill, looking pretty large in charge.
And then we were just praising that one league team for making a really good comeback into this game, and then unfortunately, or fortunately for ATK and unfortunately for that league team, that lead just gets thrown back away with the 3rd dragon being taken to ATK now. Means that they will be on Soul Point. 4th dragon also going to be a mountain dragon, so 2 mountains, 1 infernal and a ocean.
So TLL, they've done a very good job of being able to get themselves that kill lead. The issue though is the dragons. It's 0 drakes to 3, meaning they have to get 4 in a row to prevent the soul. Otherwise Elder Drake will be up as well. And all the Drake powered 80k means a team fight winning 80k. They have the scale on their side too. 8 stacks left on Unique. But Mr. Alcatraz in the mid lane is getting pretty large. He's getting in charge. He has those double glacials in the pocket. So let's see what we get next item. Potentially Ludens.
You definitely see Ben Shawarma living up to his name. Getting the Locket of the Iron Soulary to provide more sustain and support to his team instead of going for something more tanky and side lane.
Yeah, he just wants to be there for the assistance. He's looking to play tank duty. Because taking ADHD says, no friend, you gotta set this one out for the series. I will be the designated driver or the designated tank for this team. Oh. So it seems like Split Push is the name of the game with the 1-3-1 starter setup from the ATK side. They still have momentum, they still have gold lead, and Baron on the map.
It's pretty hard to deal with Bench Warmer because he's just so insanely tanky, but Crane, as you can see there, the fact that Alcatraz has that glacial build means that he has to really watch out, because even though, yes, Kassadin is not as easy to get away, we can still slow him down, and the fact that the people have put so much resources into dealing with a Crane, he's 0-3-2, so he's not super fed. He's definitely dealable.
Oh, looking to pull the triggers. Unique does take a lot. Clack standing still, dropping the shields as Slime Panda is dropped by ADHD. Looking for the reset. Alcatraz Baby Cage just for the defense as Clack's tagged into the question mark ping, saying, Clack, so what are you doing?
Yesterday, Alcatraz was doing the assassination deletes on Talon. Today, he's being deleted. The circle is continued.
Right, so you were mentioning the bot lane. Crane has that mirror mana, oh sorry, the hang on, mid lane Drowsy. Death number 6 coming 3-4 to go. Rusty is happy. Unique gonna be dropping for the double. We set another target late game. Damage is gonna be there. This is why that Bambi pick is just so strong. Oh, Minion, I do not like that one in particular, says Poppy. Good baby cage. Alcatraz, does he have the burst? He has the ult available. Slow is going to be the into the glacial. Double glacial. One for the road.
Well, that's what I said. Yeah, sure, Kassadin can get away, but he really needs to watch out. Alcatraz definitely has the burst numbers over him. He's heading for that third item. Death Cap halfway through now. Definitely something to look out for as Alcatraz just snowballing this game so hard that he deletes almost anyone on the team. I think the only person he might struggle with a lot is Benchwarmer. He only has the lockets and the boots. He doesn't have a lot of magic resist. But yeah, that team's definitely still very beefy and hard to deal with.
It feels like Vega mid lane is just the South African tech. Vega mid lane is what you pick to put the rest of the team on the shoulders. And time again, it's just showing us that Vega mid is just so potent, but can Crane get the side lane angle? Still looking to skill up. He has the stopwatch now for this next team fight. But the double item spike for another dunk as well. I think the main gap between the two sides is going to be that top lane. I mean, Poppy's sitting on 1 item versus 3 for Sion. Blue side teleport does come through. This is going to be the soul that they're fighting over. Zao on the front lane. ATK trying to play front to back as the baby cage now used pretty early in the fight. The Unstoppable gets a 2-3 man knockup as the bullet time comes through big. Nobody drops stopwatch. Now burnt by Crane as they are put to sleep. But it's going to be the Kha'Zix for the reset into the ATK complete domination. Clean team fight, ace secured, and potentially soul into Baron.
I mean, ADHD doing a really great job of deleting all of the squishies in the backline, not giving them any chance to deal the damage over time. Quickly getting rid of those problematic people. The problem is Misfortune Ultimate, such great positioning, but just doesn't have the items to do the damage. That Essence Reaver just not enough. That team is just too tanky, and those items are not enough.
Yeah, Top Hat dying with the knockback still available. He had ult. He had to send ADHD or one of the priority picks back to base for them to win that fight. Perhaps it wasn't on off cooldown yet, because he did use it mid before, but I'm not too sure. Crane, however, just applying pressure as the Baron is now snuck. We most likely will get a blue buff topside jungle clearly to reset, otherwise top wave is stacking pretty hard with the Baron in hand.
This is the advantages of having a Cassidy. Even though he's not super fed in this game, you can see he's 136, but has a bounty on his head because he's just been split pushing and farming a lot. So overall, the sleep, they're able to get the kill.
Another dog looking for the pick of red side. Here come the Avengers. We said it before, time and time again. You try to get a pick on someone at ATK, they will bring the reinforcements, but there it is. Top out doing what he does best and sending Benchwarmer back from where he came.
There's that ultimate you were talking about. He uses it for something useful after all.
So we were mentioning earlier in the series that there were a lot of good and bad properties coming through from TOL. They made some good plays. They had a 50-minute game in the previous series where it was sort of handed back and forth. This is the same case, but ATK have a tendency to do a lot more with the advantage they're given. So that big teamfight loss was kind of recovered mid lane. Alcatraz binding, not finding the connection, but the slow will be there into the knockup. Clack stepping forward for Alcatraz. That's going to be his second death as the mid laner does drop. Not what you can afford with that top lane reset now. 4-star just to deal with the mid tier 2 turret siege.
Yeah, Alcatraz dying is not really good for them. He's one of the bigger people in the team that's doing a lot of work in these team fights, so that means he's going to have a lot of free reign here. They still have that 4 dragons plus the Baron, so looking pretty dark here for that one league team.
Yep, so ATK is a team that's been together for many a year, the players in particular, so they know what to do with any advantage you give them. Even if you're ahead, if you give them some wiggle room, they will look for it and they will claw it back into position where they're able to close out. So TOL were looking very good despite being on the back foot. They brought it back through, but now that throw and dragon into the soul, putting ATK way back into the driver's seat. So that's already now one member, 80 carry dead. That's a lot of their damage. Trade over Alistair number 2 into the Poppy Top, and this should be the ATK team fight and game victory. But we see if they can close. Baron minions, another Doug last member alive to defend. 20 seconds left on Slight Pounders. The wave does start crashing. It's going to be the Nexus inside as Clax looks for his 7th death. He will find it. Clax 3 kills or 3 deaths off of his Spark Spike yet again. And the Nexus in sight for the second game of the best of 5.
Somebody told Clax the amount of times you die is the amount of rib burgers you get, and he's happy to apply it.
He's looking hungry if that's the case.
But second game over to ATK then, which will put them in the lead for 2-0, and that will be our match point on game 3. Will that one team be able to do the good old reverse sweep? We'll have to find out.
The royalty special.
Rip royalty?
Yep, feels bad, man. It happens. Royalty knocked out by ATK early in the tournament, I believe. At quarters?
Yes, second round actually. No, second round even. Not even. They didn't make it to semis.
A rough one for a single elimination event, so it happens. Otherwise, MVP, what are we thinking?
MVP. I think ADHD was really, really good and proactive that game. So I would say he did well. Benchwarmer, actually, honorable mention to him. I mean, he pretty much soaked up just all of the... Nobody could deal with him. So he was just in top lane the whole time pushing. And whenever someone came to deal with him, as you said, the Avenger showed up. But other than that, yeah, ADHD, that last fight was very clutch. The triple kill made sure another Doug and Alcatraz couldn't do anything that fight. And it was a big fight, though, because that meant they got the Elder Soul, that rotated into Baron and got the victory. So overall, ADHD doing a lot of work this series and the whole tournament overall, actually, in that jungle role.
I have to agree with you on that one. We've seen him play jungle once or twice before this as well. It was a role that he used to play, and he's showing us, hey guys, I can still play jungle, if not better than my top lane. So I'm quite interested to see what we do get out of the third game. Is it going to be the final, or do you see the reverse sweep, or at least us getting the fourth game? What are the caster predictions?
That one big team is looking pretty comfortable. I want to see more from this bot lane. If they can show up against Clax and Unique, I really do think that one league team has a really good chance at least taking a game off of ATK, because that's been the one problem so far this series. Yes, they've got some good picks, but Xiaobai taking the kills so far, Is it not going to get them game-winning kills? If Xiaobai can play a carry, maybe that could even work. Maybe change things up in the bot lane, get them onto a support carry. I don't know. But if they can get somewhere around the bot lane into a winning position, I definitely see them taking a game.
100%, guys. Otherwise, it's time for tea, it's time for coffee. We'll be back shortly with third, potentially last game, but we'll have to see what happens. It's up to TOL. Can they bounce back? Or is this going to be the quick 3-0 that we know ACK love to do in finals? But nonetheless, we'll be back shortly. How to support Shaz as well, playing on bot side. Dark Puppy, Neutron the flash in, Dark Puppy flash in the way, busy. They just go down for it. No, actually surviving. Neutron on the other hand, the return on the first blood turn. What? Tiger. Okay, so I guess it would have been fine, but I mean, he could have potentially taken an extra touch shot. He flashed before the Q, panicking before the auto attack. Red side teleport. Oh, ADHD. You're getting away from the Kindred gang. That's kind of spicy, actually. So, Duck, would you mind giving us an example? You've got it up and running your side. Back to the wet noodle top side, ADHD. The roots are being brought through. He's actually been hit by it already. Hit by it twice. Did you guys know that's the thing? And it looks like it may just be the solo kill on the top side. Tiger Beckler, the choke, ADHD with the turn. Walking, what are you doing? Neutron finds a kill on the jungle. Peanut, that's going to be supported as well. Clax looking to go big with the final hour. Oompa Loompa, Tiger Beckler, the new focus. Clax the flash forward. That's going to be growth coming through from mid lane. Lulu. Not too sure about now at the moment optimization, but it seems like Peanut, the 3-man rotation, Sage Next, that's going to be a big Peanut kill. Shutdown as well coming through onto the Lulu. That's going to be Mr. Killer himself and Neutron dead as ADHD overcommits. It's a bit of a repeat from the other day. Where did that Q go from Sliver? Genetics. The auto got a lot more used to solo casting. Pages. Genetics. Root come through, that's going to be Dark Puppy so low, but Clax the exhaust, the last auto attack, the tumble, the Q, the order, it's going to be this. The mid turret does fall, so it's just that we try to switch the PCs, and that resulted in us not being able to use the replay function for a while, a couple months. Kiddo Genetics, the 1v1 Kiddo loses the back and fucking say Genetics in a good spot just to be attacking, throwing the pizzas. It's going to be the first blood. Latifa and Neutron go down to the flash W, root coming through for Tiger Beckler. That's 2 kills into potentially a Baron rotation. Yeah, Clax is so low, won't go down. Forced into them. That's going to be Peanut just able to survive as Yumi's now the free objective. Parasite is dead as Kiddo disengaged flash. Overgrowth, the slow apply. Tiger Beckler on the front line just trying to catch up as quickly as he can. Again. Peanut, GG looking to turn instead. Neutron the focus. Oompa Loompa finds himself that jungle. Neutron killing the exhaust applied in Sage next stepping forward. Kiddo, no overgrowth available, so it looks like he shouldn't be able to get away from this as Oompa. This cheeky sidestep. And Peanut finding the rampage. So Baron object. 80k they are playing at 8 o'clock as well, so Papega, GG easy fight. I'll break it through Peanut. Invulnerability brought in. Unfortunately, does not seem like Tiger Beckler. Look at that hit with the flash. Will the jump over the wall means Clax is not going to get access to that last auto to Peanut. First but dead will be Tiger Beckler. It seems like Lulu actually killing Oompa. Did he just die to an HD but not having the damage? It's a little bit overconfident. The rest of the side of GG not having access to the put. It looks like 80k will be okay for now. At least the fight still continue. Kiddo in a very okay spot. The unique jump. A lot of damage. The chapters, the book is open. It's only going to be Tiger Beckler left behind. The fail flash into the wall means he's going to be going down. It's going to be 80k. Clax looking to pull the damage. That auto, that move, that kite, that damage. The double kill is going to be there, and that's going to be next. Vayne taking a shield, but it seems like she will go down first. That is not good for the side of GG as Clax wants to back away, but the double kill coming through. So he's positioning well enough to stay out of the Vel'Koz dance wave, but the shutdown there it is. The final Oompa Loompa. So he gets the Baron efficiently because the Baron does fall off, Soul does not, as well as it will be the... Oh, that pillar. Insane Genetics doesn't know how to get through, has to flash through. What did I just watch? The block, the Dark Puppy pick though. Positioning. The top side Neutron, the front line Dark Puppy. A little bit low, it seems like the first dead will be Neutron. It's like a Beckler tries to get away the Vayne. Third auto not there, but the pin will be against the wall. Genetics, Clax going big with the Yumi attachment as well. ADHD on the right side. Looking to collapse with Dark Puppy snare. Will be there, but Clax yet again able to just go pretty Graves. Alternatively, because Graves is like a super good pick. I think Primal probably one of the... Oh, hang on. Insane Genetics side step. Clax. The root's gonna be there into the side. That may just be first blood. Most likely will Insane Genetics. The order, the Soraka, the banana. It grows and it's unexpected. Top or bottom side. I think we're gonna be having a conversation with regards to everything after the series. So between the gap. You guys do want more info on the tournament starting tomorrow? Like a bear claw top side. What are you doing? Oh! Okay. ADHD, rest in peace. That moment you realized it was deemed. Do not top side. Tiger Beckler back with a vengeance. The teleport's gonna be there. Tiger Beckler has the cancel though. The fluffy bear is real. Kiddo on the other hand, Peanut. Flash in. Peanut gets the kill, and that's gonna be a GG redeeming themselves. Peanut just survived. It's gonna be burned as well. 80 loses the solo 1v1 again. Again, we got top side. Big firebreaker like Kiddo finding the first kill as a Dark Puppy. It looks like Genetics just trying to get away. It's the second double. Kiddo just running away with the game. But Oompa Loompa has the shutdown on. See, that's not so rocket jet as the Rift should get his charge off. Tiger Beckler trying to create that front line. And Kiddo investing, but he's not quite as squishy as before. He's got friends as well. The flip's gonna be the ban. The shutdown over to Insane Genetics. Pretty big. Finally, mid lane Kiddo, the damage dealer himself now done. As Klax is not able to keep him alive in this case. The flash was available. Look at the size of that heal. No grievous wounds. Unique just gets his entire health bar back. Oompa can do absolutely nothing about it. I can see the tilt maneuvers, the heal for the movement speed. He's panicking. Neutron does not find the flag and drag, but the Kiddo damage not enough either. The DPS to take the talk of the snowball just short. The last tick will be enough. Actually, Vanzel now left alone. Unfortunately, Klax the barrier. Things for later. So we don't highlight that, they just burn and heal themselves. Oh, Cataclysm bot side, the Vanzel overgrowth. Ziggs ultimate damage. That's a lot into the final Klax Q. Here comes ADHD. Unstoppable force is going straight for you. Lulu is my choice. And I will take it. Vanzel Klax. Garcia for the counter pass the Red Rock into the flash. Completely negating the CC release, but it won't be enough as he will go down. The buffed up defense is not enough to keep him alive. Kiddo the flash of a Lancer is instantly flashing away. And it looks like Kiddo finds himself the killing speed from blue side teleport as well. Oh god, hello, he comes back to the PW on death. The flash in to get the CC on a Kiddo. Also onto Klax, he's well the double kill coming through. Jetlass looking to go big, and he does, but will he be able to survive to tell the tale though? The rotation not coming through, 3,000 half left on the Baron. Cataclysm the turn, flashing out Tillosaurus. Unstoppable, not going to find anyone. Unfortunately, Klax in the backline. See below dead, Jetlass. Pop Blossom says, no friend, you're going down as well. Unique, the left behind as Royalty just looked to pick up. So there is a room for potential steal, but unfortunately the Vanzel ultimate enough. It looks like Kiddo does kill Lulu, but as a trade-off, the Baron handed over to Royalty. Kiddo stuck in an interesting position. Stopwatch was very clutch from this Kiddo, but it seems like Vanzel may just have the damage. Does not land the split, but he goes big. Pop Blossom, Fury on death coming through. Jetlass finding the Fury on the two targets. Neutron left behind as Klax is the main focus. The Jetlass finds the kill count. Well, the Urgot is so big, and we speak. Run with the game. Jetlass is playing like he wants to win. He's got the Urgot, and he's got the Tiger Urgot for a reason. Cataclysm coming to the backline. Lots of damage. That's going to be Royalty. Taken super low. Vanzel flash away. He does receive the exhaust. Kiddo finds the first killing spree into that Fury on dead. Jetlass.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Game 3 of the finals for the ACGL rAge Expo Digital Edition. ATK versus that one league team. And it's been an interesting game so far. I mean, that one league team has been playing pretty well, considering that most people don't know the team or the players. We haven't seen that much from them. I mean, we've definitely seen them in the community. Yeah, we've definitely seen them in community, but we've never seen them this far and doing this well. I mean, in that previous game, the kills were very even. Yes, they were on the back foot most of the game. It didn't look like they were like taking the game away anytime soon completely, but they were definitely clawing back some lead, getting some gold back into the pockets, winning some team fights, and that's some promise there. We didn't see a complete stomp from ATK, and that's what I'm really happy about so far. And oh no, we see Yasuo Hubbard. I think he's had his rib burger quickly in the intermission here. It's been a fairly long intermission, so maybe that was his rib burger time.
Please, this is the Hover. This is a bait. He's not going to lock it in, dude. Not a chance. There's the guy flank. I'm calling them on that one.
We did not see some Yasuo. He played Yasuo earlier this tournament. I believe it was in the previous game last week, and it was not one of his best showings so far. I think even YouTube chat called him out on his Yasuo pick, so I wasn't sure if we were going to have that again. One thing that they're not having is Alcatraz
Ooh, hello.
is
That
the
the
Yone
Yone?
ban. Yeah, it's been banned most of the series. Not being banned this time, it's picked away. I like it actually. It feels like it fits Alcatraz's style very well. Yesterday he was on Talon. Yone can't jump over walls, but he can roam really well. That ultimate gives him a really good engage on fights. I am not liking this Udia pick. Udia is not a
I'm
relevant
gonna agree with you
champion.
on that one. I don't know about the Udia. That is a pick that we haven't really seen much of. Trick 2G, is that you? And the counter, the immediate lock and ADHD for the Avalon pick. Top tier pick, very good. Has been seen a fair amount, but as for the Udia, we'll have to see what he does with it. I mean, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's say he's going for comfort. As for top lane, Kled locked in. Volibear for the top lane into Kled. And the second ban phase does kick in. We've got the first ban, or 13 seconds on the clock. APC taking his time with this one. Any predictions?
If I'm not sure who it was. I know there was one South African. I don't know who he is. I think he's like high plat, and so it could be another Doug. That is a really good Udia. He normally is the jungler as well, and then he normally side pushes late game. I'm not sure if that's going to work.
Playstyle?
Yes. I don't know if that's going to work against ATK though, because like you also said, ATK likes to send the Avengers, and if they see a Udia side pushing, they will quickly end that and then probably take an objective off of it as well. You're going to have a lot of map pressure elsewhere to have this pick work. And with a Yone Volibear so far, yes, they'll be able to not die, but at the same time, they don't have wave clear so far, so that's something to look out for. I think if you want this to work, you might need something like an Anivia mid that can just keep the shove on without dying. So I'm not sure if the Yone will work with that playstyle specifically.
Okay.
That being said, though, we got the Kled and Gangplank. So one of these two will be a Crane special in mid, I think.
That's most likely the Gangplank. I think that's one of Crane's champions that he does play. So, looking at stats, like you mentioned, another Doug, currently gold 2, 61% win rate, 120 games of Udia. So he's very experienced in the Udia. It is most definitely a comfort pick. Issue though is Udia is very much a solo queue champion. Udia requires on the enemy team to be all over the place, not able to react. So in a 5s versus the likes of ATK, you might struggle to pull it off, but I've got the faith. He's got very good stats. He's got a substantial amount of games on the champion, so another die going for the go-to comfort. As for ATK, Syndra locked in. Is that going bot lane? Nope.
Do you think we've seen Klax actually? Okay, never mind. I was going to say, I think
Who's the support though?
you have seen...
They're not locking it in. They're not locking that in. They're going to switch it.
Maybe it's Ash
Korean
support.
Ash support
Could be. Yeah.
Oh,
There
they
we
lock
go.
it in. What is it? Is it Syndra support?
Either way, it's going to be a very interesting bot lane. And the fact that they have the Syndra means Udia is going to have a much harder time at life. There's so much CC, and Gangplank can remove the stun altogether. Syndra can knock him away, even if she doesn't have the stun. So that's an interesting team so far from that one league team. Mordekai's the top lane.
They're just having fun with these drafts, dude. I'm kind of keen to see what exactly is going on. It seems so far like a Syndra Ash bot lane. Blacks on Syndra AP carry. But,
Crane is not switching. This might be Tembi's on Gangplank. I'm not sure about that. Maybe they're just taking very long to switch. So still no switch coming through. But either way, both teams having fun time here in the drafting phase. Definitely seeing like completely different drafts. I think the Evelyn though, I don't feel that's completely off of ADHD's playstyle from what we've seen so far. He's been liking these, especially AP, but assassins in general. Kha'Zix's assassin, the Shyvana AP
not really
tank
an assassin, but yes.
Yep. Her ultimate almost begs to differ. I mean,
Team
that kills
assassin.
3. Yeah, you assassinate 3 people at the same time. So I would say that still fits his playstyle. He also has played Nidalee, so I think this Evelyn isn't completely off of his style. That fits right into his forte. Other than that, it looks like it will be ATKA Benchwarmer on that Gangplank top lane, so we were wrong. Crane will be actually be on the Kled. Not a bad pick into the Yone, I think, though, so you can pull him back. There won't be any kiting with that ability that allows him to go back to his shadow.
Yeah. I mean, both these team comps are kind of interesting. Like, even TOL team comp, I think it's Xerath support with the likes of Yone, perhaps? Alcatraz is the middle lane, though. So, top hat, Volibear, Volibear top lane. Udyr is jungle by all means. Mordekaiser.
So, by the way, it
Support.
seems like they listened to me. Yes,
What
so
is going on?
I said last game that Zhao Bai looks like he likes to take the kills, and he's actually doing a fair amount of proactive work on the Alistair. Put him on a carry, and that's what they did.
Is that Mordekaiser
it's
support,
not-
though?
It could be Xerath.
Was he
Probably
going-
fits more into the support role,
Yeah.
unless they've switched up their roles so that
It's like lane
Mordekaiser
swaps.
is the ADC. Yeah, we'll have to see when we get into game, because I mean they still are on their normal positions. They actually did join the lobby in order, assuming they probably have all champs. So we might just see complete lane swaps. We'll have to watch for in game on that. Otherwise, we're going to have a Xerath Mordekaiser bot lane. Who's going to farm? We'll have to see as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible that they put Alcatraz in the mid lane, Slight Panda, Zal bot lane with the Xerath and Mordekaiser, but there's a bunch of different combinations that could work in this case. Not entirely sure what the plan is. Zal has been playing support up to this point, so it is kind of likely, I guess, that it is Mordekaiser support, which I have not seen before. I don't particularly see that being that great. It's something I touched on when he was first being reworked, saying like, why can't Mordekaiser support be a thing where you just click R and take out a high priority carry out of the fight and then potentially just Zhonya's play for time? But I haven't seen anything like it, so both these team comps kind of spicy. As for the draft victory, Sinister, any thoughts of who took this champ select?
It's pretty hard to answer you on that, Sheepy. But of course, you're going to ask me that. I
put you on
feel
the
like
spot.
this is definitely not. I'm not sure how much I like ATK's comp. Yes, ADHD is on his quote unquote usual style of jungler, so that's pretty much the only consistent thing coming through there. But I don't know how Tembi's just going to do on a carry top laner. That might be pretty bad. APC top hat on Volibear, yes, he has the oranges to cleanse, but that might be a much different game this game, and that's something I'm going to look out for, is Tembi's going to be able to actually play a top laner that's not just build tank, support the team, get through the lane. If he's able to actually win this top lane convincingly, maybe that's his tryout to complete this game.
Yeah.
But, that's
I'm keen, dude.
definitely yeah.
When
this,
you're
this
too
is this is
down-
I'm very. Why not?
When you're 2 down in a
Boys.
series, you've got to bring out the big guns. You got to bring out the cheese. You got to do what you got to do to get the big W, as they would say. But nonetheless, guys, we'll be jumping straight to the Rift shortly. We'll see you guys on the other side.
Heat of the night. Now is the time. Don't try to hide. 'Cause I'm gonna coming alive. Heat of the night. Now is the time. Don't try to hide. 'Cause I'm gonna haunt you like an animal.
Well, it is Mordekaiser support.
Okay. Wait. I want to
Nice.
point something out. By the way, I see on Doug's arms, he's got Phoenix Udyr on at the moment. Wait a second. He put a first point into Phoenix.
Yeah,
Who
we
does
can't
that?
we can't doubt the dog. He's got an insane amount of games and a really good win rate on the jungle. Yeah.
He's going for something specific. I have not seen a Phoenix Udyr since like season 4 with Devourer being a thing. Phoenix Udyr was extremely strong in that time because basically he can just max Phoenix Udyr straight off the bat, rush Devourer and do like an insane amount of damage, just run up to someone and like one hit them for almost half their health, or 2 hits. I think he needed to do 2 to get the basic attack to proc. Either way, it used to be super strong. I'm not sure if it works that much anymore though. He might go Rage Blade if he gets insanely fed. But other than that, I don't know. Some people don't even put like 1 point into Phoenix videos. I'm interested to see what's going on here.
We do have the infamous Comet Lethality Ash support. I'm actually keen to see how Unique does in this pick versus what I haven't seen before, Mordekaiser's support. I mean, we thought Brazil had interesting matches with the likes of their Trinamir and Mordekaiser middle lane numero uno. South African League, we get Mordekaiser support, dude. Zao, don't let us down, please.
Well, I said it in the last game, Zhao are doing a lot of work, and are they going to put him on a carry? And they do, so it's going to be that carry in the bot lane for Zhao. Let's see, maybe this is what they needed. I mean, that bot lane is very squishy. If he does manage to pick off Klax or Unique, I definitely think it's going to be a very good time for them, and this is potentially what they exactly need to bring this series back into their favor.
Right, so basically, Ash support wants to play very far up, wants to constantly volley, look for the poke, get lethality to the point where she's able to late game, be an engage tool. We've seen Klax play the Ash before, and he basically becomes an ultimate bot, effectively the same thing, but it does offer very, very strong vision control. Hawkshot gives you an assist if you are able to reveal the opponent without having prior vision to them, and then they die. So it's not the easiest of global assists to get, but at the same time it can offer that extra little bit gold in the pocket. As for Udia, another dog looking for that vertical jungling. We have Evelyn taking top side buff for the bot side trade.
So far, Benchform were looking good in the top lane against the Volley Bear. Doing a fair amount of damage, keeping himself alive.
Mid lane, Crane, disengage flash, they're taking the talk, and the DPS should be enough. It will be first blood to Yone in the mid lane. Alcatraz off to the races.
That's a really good start so far for that one league team. ADHD. Looks like he's just going to walk it off there. Not too much happening. Doesn't want to take any risky fights. He doesn't know exactly where everyone is.
Interesting pick. I mean, Slide has gone up to go for the Dark Seal plus refillable start, opposed to your standard starting item, Doran's Ring, for example. Oh. Bowling gets interesting post 6, that's for sure. Have you seen Klax play Syndra before?
Yes, I'm pretty sure he has played it before. I'm not sure either in VS or in this tournament, but I've definitely seen him play, Syndra or Cassiopeia. He's definitely, he did really well on Cassiopeia, I know that for sure. But I have seen him also play the Syndra.
Alcatraz, Crane. So Crane is known for his middle lane clan here and there, so it is a comfort. But definitely an interesting comp coming through from ATK. They're looking to have some fun with this third game. ADHD caught between a Scuttle and a Deer. In this case, Deer not able to secure the Scuttle as ADHD able to smite that away. Alcatraz here for the cancel as Crane looks for the remount.
Nice. Switching over to Turtle style and base style there for another dog, giving himself the shield and then stunning 2 people to run it out. So you can definitely see that comfort coming through, knowing when to switch to what animal form to be sure to get out safely.
Right, so Unique back to the bot lane. CS advantage towards Klax bot. Mid lane favoring Crane. Jungle most definitely favoring the Deer with that clear speed.
Deer? You mean Phoenix?
Good Deer. The Deer.
Oh, right.
ATK bench from top side. I don't think I've seen him play Gangplank before, but he has told me about his Gangplank, so this is the time to prove it. Alcatraz mid lane does drop. It's going to be the solo kill for Crane as another die comes through for the cleanup. Top lane fight continues as bot lane a little bit low. The Ash sidestep on the W, clicking the Ignite ticking. And 1-for-1 trade as Klax looks for the auto trade. Slide has mana, but Crane, or Klax, sorry, does not. Bench Warmer heading for the heals. He has the barrels, but no flash. The summoner's already burned as the sky. Slowing lightning And top hat does get soloed. Or does solo get? Yes.
Nice fixing the lens there. Ooh, that's close. If he had Comet there, I think he would have killed Klax.
Yeah. Oh.
That being said, though, he doesn't want to die. He does
Oh,
already
the
have
Airy,
2
the
stacks
Comet!
on his Dark Shield.
Yeah, that's oh, okay. The Blitzcrank comes out. Yeah, so like you said, that's a comet gap, dude. That's a comet difference. Slight did not have his comet, but Klax did when he pulled the trigger. Both had flash time. Alright, so 3-3. I'd like to see that Tio are looking to play proactive. For a change, it's going to be them sneaking the dragon opposed to ATK. Udia notorious for taking jungle camps and objectives. Doesn't really like the team fight. Not the strongest in 5v5s, but instead wants to play map and map the plays.
And that's why he was meta for a very short while with that Devourer, because Phoenix actually allows him, if he gets very fed and gets enough of that AoE damage, Phoenix actually does allow him to have a little bit better team fighting. That being said, though, like I said, Phoenix not too strong at the moment, so I'll have to see how he can transition this. He's mostly also have bought already the Vanny's Bomby Cinder, so I do not think that he is going to do anything carry related to that.
Alcatraz cloaking on the mid lane. Look for that 1v1. Tiamat gives Crane a lot more pressure. He has the shove. Top lane, top hat, looking for the bench warmer 1v1. We do have the gangplank. Ooh, ADHD trying to bite off more than he can chew. Speaking of biting off, top hat, goodbye bench warm, he says, as the mid fight does continue. Crane for the remount. It's gonna be an 80k Crane victory in the first 1v1. Looks for the second. This mount flash, disengage. Out goes Crane, surviving by the skin of his teeth as Alcatraz forced to walk away.
The gangplank and top lane not working out too well for him. 2 kills now onto the Botley Bear. That's going to be pretty big for him. Oh, that was close. He almost got the ultimate off. I think if he timed that a bit earlier.
Crane, that's painful. The dive, knowing that the dismount will drop aggro. Still pulls aggro after that though with the cheeky auto. I'm pretty sure Alcatraz would have died to ignite, but Crane now just trying to waddle his way away. His top hat once his 3rd kill and shot down a Zeth with the sky missiles. Unique, fancy feet are not there. Unique will drop in place 2nd death for the Ashe supports. Arcane missiles are effective from semi-global distance. You remember when Pantheon Global used to be Pantheon's ultimate used to be global?
Good times. Never forget when Rek'Sai used to be global.
Dude, the farm alarm. Video doing what he does best, taking Rift. He's taking the dragon. He's getting the objectives. ADHD just trying to keep up and farm and push for that level 6, which he now has unlocked. So invisibility, you can't see me.
I wonder how well Phoenix does if he go like full tank, because he's definitely maxing it. It's not like a first level thing to help with clear or something. I see he's putting all of his points into Phoenix, so I'm very keen to see how this is going to turn out.
ADHD both junglers waiting in the shadows. Alcatraz, ADHD has been revealed, but the fight now disengages. Both realizing, hang on, this is not a pick. This is a bamboozle.
Chippy, what's your time at the moment?
10, 11, 12.
I'll just forward.
Shall I pause at 15?
Okay,
or? Okay, good.
And, it's fine, I'll forward it a little bit. That's fine.
This is Folly Bear's playing for mid lane. He's trying to push his lead from the top into mid. He wants to get somebody else on, as we do have the big engage. ADHD reposition says no, Alcatraz, you're not going to be locking me in place, but Crane forced to dismount, but nobody dies. The Stormbringer engage was big, but no kills coming through from it. Instead, just plates into that Rift Herald Siege. Crane, I spoke too soon. The top hat flash, the top hat crash. It's going to be mid lane cleared now, dead for his 3rd death in only 11 minutes.
Seems like they There's another wave crashing. They might just get this tower. There's enough minions to support it. No members from ACK rotating to the tower just yet. Yeah, that will be a first tower pickup for that one league team.
Right, question coming through from chat. Is this a South African tournament? It is. It's just a spectate client that gives us 7 milliseconds. It's just because we are spectating. The ping is low. Why do we get 7 though? What is the, like, how does that work? It's downloaded to the PC, so surely it should be like... Oh, hello. Across the map, showing us that support Ash, the lock in place. Unique plus Benchwarm saying hi. Lax now 4 for 1 as he does look to snowball. Uh-oh. What am I watching? The flash, the miss, the clacks are played, the stun does not connect. It's a fiesta of note. With skill shots going left, right, and center, but nobody connecting. I spoke too soon as Clax finds himself the shutdown.
Can't dodge Syndra off.
True, our play mechanics are real. RT does confirm. Right, so Dragon spawning shortly, gonna be the second Drake potentially. Red side TP coming through for top out. He's looking for a big flank sneak, the blue buff. Kinda interesting decision seeing as Dragon is about to spawn. That most likely means that TOL will just give over the objective as they are not really looking at contest, seeing as the teleport now on cooldown. Benchwarmer still having his. Bot lane though, Zal finds the solo kill onto Black, so he's now not here for this fight. It seems like they are rotating down. Crane, rest in peace.
The Doug.
Zal,
There we go.
giving in the mallet, 100 damage to the face, force the flash out as ADHD is here to try finish him off. Rest in peace.
Flash Bear Claw there, by the way.
True.
ADHD getting that finish off with ultimate. And this will mean another Dragon could go over here to that one league team. Yolopede is alive, but he will not be there for the try and to steal it. He did have Flash Smite, but probably just not worth it. He's going to farm it up and just concede that one. 2 Dragons now to the side of that one league team, plus a 1,000-ish gold lead. Means, they're looking pretty good here in this game so far.
I have to agree with you. So top lane is a little bit different to what we've seen so far. Benchwarm has been doing very well top lane, especially with the tanks, the Scion, the Ornn. Putting him on the gangplank, he's looking to scale, but he's getting kind of stomped to an extent top lane. He is up CS, but top hat doing a lot of work on the map especially, and there it is, 2 for 2. Unique with the cross the lane snipes, getting the free pick. Benchwarm. He has the turn off turret button. Gotta keep that in mind, Stormbringer. Now the Doug is here, cleared for the charge, as Top Hat still has aggro. You turn the turret off, but it does not drop aggro. You gotta keep that in mind. So turret turns back on, the robot turns green, you're now dead. Too soon, killer, too soon. Rest in peace. Bot lane Zal, that should be the tier 1 turret, and ATK finding their first brick. Right, another Doug, another chicken cap, another Raptors. Alcatraz, another Doug finds the ADHD shutdown, not even given the opportunity to disengage for the 1-for-1 jungle for jungle.
Oh, you can actually see there is a recurve bow in the inventory now of Udia, so it looks like he only went the Cinder Hulk for maybe some sustainability. Looks like he might be going the item has escaped my mind now. Wit's End? He might be going Wit's End.
It's like with the homing arcane comets. Arcane missiles. And alright, so 13 to 13, 26.8 to 26.2, slight lead to ATK, but gotta keep in mind that TOL have the red, or the double dragon rather. So Gangplank has his completed Triforce. Top hat still working towards his as Kranax presses R on the keyboard. Clickety clackety, you're not dead. Slight rest in peace. Had the summoner heals or just opted not to use this Benchwarm top lane fight. The back and forth. Oranges say I don't want to be stunned, I just want to walk away and play this safe and let my team do their thing mid lane to push the advantage. Unique's close by, finds another Doug. Another Doug trying to say goodbye as Unique is chunked down. The dear Phoenix damage comes through for the DPS tick as Unique finds himself now dead. ADHD on the other hand looking for the Alcatraz. ATK winning multiple fights across the map, and another Doug just trying to push that CS advantage. 112 to 83. Yeah, one turret. Top hat constantly moving across the map is basically allowed for Benchwarm to whittle away at that top tier. One turret does end up getting it. Triforce and all should mean that he starts to come online, and we should see him starting to join for some more 1v1 or bigger team fights.
So it seems like ATK might be picking up this next dragon, which means they will not get the third one. Well, they at least had the advantage. They are clearing out the vision. They have a push going in bot, and Udia just reset, so they will be having a bit of a hard time setting up for this dragon. ATK will definitely have the advantage over dragon control. Whether they'll be able to take it, who knows. Udia is on his way there though.
Rift on the map as well. 17 minutes in, 3 minutes left before Rift is expired. Gets passed or gets replaced with the Baron. So perhaps another Doug needs to look for that next objective because they need to crack the base. They've got only one turret to two currently. But so far, like you said, TO are looking very good on the dragon priority. They're playing for top lane, top hat, bench warm. Reposition does not opt to ulti onto Benchwarm, so he's looking to play the safe. I'm pretty sure he could have played that for the fight victory, but he looks to play it safe. He doesn't have his Triforce, but he does not want to risk it, especially with that dragon objective spawning. He's going to reset, look to now teleport back down towards the bot side to try and be here for the fight. Sly Panda stop in place. The popcorn is there, opts to just flash instead as Alcatraz commits. Red slide teleport, here comes the volley bear. He's reset. Crane looking kind of low. The dismount should come through from top hat. Meanwhile, on the backline, Alcatraz not going to drop to the Crane damage, but it's going to be finally coming through after the R key click as another Doug finds himself his cheeky shutdown. Arcane Missiles just trying to get some vision. Another Doug working his way forward, but he's just not able to get into the river. He does not get access. But AK, ATHD dropped in his place. He had the smite, but he did not have the trigger pull. Unique looking to try finish off the dragon. Stolen away. No, it's not. Unique actually able to get the last little bit of damage. The coin flip goes ATK.
I does get the kill over there as well. So I mean, there's kills going either way. Gold lead still okay, and ATK did get themselves a dragon. So this game, gold lead wise and tower wise, still an ATK favor, but that one league team definitely with the interesting draft, Udia and all, not doing too badly this game.
Fiesta of night, that's for sure. But it makes some entertaining League of Legends. So Slight Panda doing some work. Very, very nice pick on the ADHD. Don't think he was mentally prepared for that one, but nonetheless ADK able to just clean the fight up as Rift Herald does expire, replaced by Baron. There's a volley bear that's in a little bit of trouble. He still has his items on the way. He's not interested in fighting, but fighting's the name of the game. As Benchwarm now caught out another Doug, looking to bring the damage. The Phoenix stance is there. The Gangplank health is low. Top hat disengaged yet again with the Lightning Bringer. Clax dropped in the 2v2. Benchwarm first connection, second connection. Slight Panda finds himself his 7th kill of the game.
Disappointed so far on the volley bear. He got 2 solo kills on top lane early, and then he struggled to take advantage
Translate
of
that,
it.
yeah.
And yeah, Benchwarm has been able to get a lot of farm and that Triforce up. Actually bring back the game for himself.
That was nasty, that connection. Just the edge of it, almost missing. And Crane gets soloed. Like you said, the top hat is constantly ulting for repositions or away in situations where he can look to fight. He's not confident. He doesn't have the, I guess, for the feel for the Volibear potential yet, but at the same time, it's 2 items top versus the Lucky Packet build. Top Hat's got a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Doesn't really know what he wants to get just yet. Meanwhile, bottom ADHD looking to try and make up for the Crane defeat in the 1v1. Misses the execute, but will survive a little bit longer. No, Alcatraz gets yet another solo. The Yone power coming through clutch as TOL look to try and pull themselves their first victory in this best of 5.
Gold lead a little bit an advantage of that one league team now after that kills. Those 2 solo kills on Alcatraz. Alcatraz almost on that IE, and it's going to be a pretty big power spike for him. At the same time, though, ADHD death cap almost done as well.
That's a pretty big spike. I'm glad to see he hasn't gone for the Magiza, as he's a little bit shaky so far, but he still needs to come online. You're gonna have faith.
See, okay, looks like a Leandre's build next on the Udi. I was wondering what his next build was going to be. So we see the Haunting Guys plus Blasting one, so that's probably going to be a Leandre's Torment next. Going a little bit of AP there with attack speed, great with the Udia. If he goes even more late game, I would like to see him build a Rage Blade as well.
Top hat looking kind of like a bot hat at the moment, as we do have that top lane switch for the lane swap. Unique Essence Reaver completed, but the Sky Arcane Missiles, 2 connection, but nothing more. Crane has flag, he has no charge though, so you will not be able to pull trigger to engage or disengage in this case, just able to walk his way through. Ooh, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, Syndra is one of the champions that's very hard to deal with at times, because if she stuns you and she has some balls raised, she's probably going to press on, you're dead. Just counterplay that, I guess.
Oh. Okay. Oh, okay, that's not the first Ash. Miss actually 3 out of 4. As Crane is able to just flash his way forward, take out the Yone in the mid lane. That's a pretty big shutdown. Now hand it over. 200 gold actually, not too big, but still a very close game nonetheless. 21 and 22, 23 minutes in. Exactly even gold as well. 41.6 to 41.6. ADHD has the Shadow Realm, but is it Zao locking ATK ADHD in with him, or is he locking himself in with ADHD? Sly Panda able to redeem the drop for the 1-for-1 trade. Jungle for support. Tier 2 bottom siege.
Top hat finally getting the Triforce done as well. The lucky packet build not looking so lucky anymore. He's got the Sunfire Cape, looks like coming up next.
Dragon spawning shortly. 3rd objective or 3rd dragon for TOL. Potentially forcing that 4th trade contest if they do work their way towards that soul point. ATK is here for the collapse. Alcatraz vision denial, making sure to drop the sweepers, so he is in a position to get a pick, but red team quite easily able to secure that dragon. Unfortunately, everyone not in a position for the contest, so 3 Jakes to 1.
That means that would put that one league team up for soul point next, which would be Ocean Dragon in 4 minutes and 50 seconds. So something to look forward to. Obviously, probably some more spicy fights coming for that one, because I do not think ADK want to give that one up lightly, even if they just stall up for 1 or 2 more Drakes. As long as they don't get the soul, okay, will be spotted out. No sneaky. Speaking of sneaky.
Uh-oh, this is looking kind of questionable. They have slight? No? Uh-oh, from beneath their noses, TOL not yet aware of the fact that Baron is under siege. Just about 1,000 health left in to secure the Baron. Sneak is real. ATK now in a good spot, despite them looking kind of rough this game.
Alcatraz, 2 items, heading for his 3rd. Looks like it might be a Bloodthirster next.
Clax stepping forward, looking to try chain off of the Ashe engage, but the Ashe just going slightly off target, and Clax paying the price. Both Flash and Heal were available. Siege kind of tricky now, seeing as they do have the Baron empowered minions.
I think in terms of wave clear, if Clax is not alive, they might struggle a bit. Ashe obviously has the Essence Reaver, so she is a bit of a wave clear herself. She doesn't have a lot of attack speed though. ADHD looking for a
Good
pick.
flank. Looks for the engage. The taunt does come through. Doesn't even need it. He's going straight for the damage. The execute does find themselves a kill. Weird sentence. Tier 2 turret bot lane. I think I need feed. ADHD. Alcatraz. It's gonna be Zhao taking his choice to the Shadow Realm, but Benchwarmer has the oranges, says no friend. I'm not interested in what you're selling.
Your team's turret has been destroyed.
That is looking pretty good on this Yone.
Unique shown on the pink Alcatraz, finding the killers. Top hat ends up burning the Stormbringer, so ultimate now done. Split push Crane, they're sending Slight Panda, middle lane or bot lane Xerath just to deal with it, but you need to be careful. It is a potential dive opportunity. If you're not careful, Crane can quite easily look for the dismount with the turret aggro and take out Slight Panda. Yes, no summoners.
Crane has the Baron empowered recall though, so he'll be able to join up for this fight very quickly. They might be looking to kill these two on bot lane. We see Evelyn flanking and Crane is on his way. Looks like they will just run it out there. I'm interested to see what he's building next on the Udi. I see cloth armor, so maybe more resistances. Doesn't seem like he's going for more damage though. Otherwise, something like a rAge blade could have been cool. I'm just going for the optimism here. I want to see all Udia. Devourer Udia was something I really enjoyed playing actually, and I wasn't even a jungler.
I even played Udia way back in the day at some point. I think Trick 2G was big influence on all League players. So, like you said, 3 items now in the inventory for another Doug. So he's looking pretty good. We have the complete Triforce, completed Sunflower. Things starting to come together for another Doug with his Volibear. And Zalbai only sitting on his first GLP. ADHD, however, will try to find somebody left alone. The Ash Snipe not yet connecting, so he's been having a bit of accuracy issues. 80k ADHD, you're not even needing the execute for that one. Uh-oh.
Now the dog knows he might be stepping into a bad situation there, rather exit stage right.
Another Doug, another day. Dragon number 4 spawning shortly.
This is the dragon that I spoke about earlier. This is something ATK needs to deny, otherwise they will be getting that soul point.
ADHD stepping forward, does receive a stun to the face, plus the Phoenix, the TPS taking him to half health. And Zal the backline trying to take out the Crane, or Crane trying to take out Zal. Guardian Angel on hand, another Doug dead means no soul for TOL. Alcatraz has other plans. Good prediction of the movement. Unique should drop in place before the pullback. He does, but it's going to be Crane here for the I guess the trap. He's just waiting there saying, I know you're coming back. So I'm just going to play the patient game, but Top Hat on the other hand, taking out jungle, so means no smite available. We saw Slight Panda almost stealing the last dragon attempt, so the soul now back on the table. Very nicely played by TOL. 2000 health, the dragon vision is there. He pops the Stormbringer, secures the soul. Top Hat goes huge.
Very good job here from Top Hat getting his team that soul. The rest of the team should probably try to back it out here. They did get their victory over this dragon. Yes, they dropped another person for it. And there you see one of the biggest weak points of Udia, by the way, in that team fight. Yes, he got onto the Ash and he got his Phoenix proc. Half health there. But at the end of the day, Udia's one CC, even very, like, Master Yi has his disadvantages. But Master Yi can at least Q to you. Udia has to run to you, and if he just kites him, he's pretty much useless. In that
He's
case,
very
he just couldn't
telegraphed.
get back onto Ash. Yep, couldn't get back onto the Ash, so he just died for nothing.
The 28 to 27 gold, pretty much exactly even at this point. 30 minutes in, Unique has the trigger pull, the chain CC, no ops not to let another dog walk away. Not interested in taking the melee range snipes. Ah, no, what have you done, Alcatraz? What is your build? Boris is not happy. Hex Drinker and Phantom, that's not a thing. Alcatraz, come on. Can't make that
do that,
mistake.
huh?
It does not stack. They both have unique passives. Lifeline. Uh-oh. Alcatraz. Recall is cancelled. He's now got to look for the 1v3 clash. He finds and nothing. Has to go back to his shadow. Says thanks for the way, but red side teleport looking for the commit. It's going to be Top Hat joining a lost cause. It's now the volley bear trying to run away. Another Doug is here for the backup. Unique has no ult, so the CC won't be there. But Clax, on the other hand, just trying to line it up as he waits for cooldowns. Finds the stun onto jungle. Target not going to get the double, but another Doug now forced to disengage Flash as Top Hat does end up living.
Do you think rAge should introduce the little warning message that you're building items that's going into...
Yeah, it's kind of a weird
work?
one. Like, you can't buy 2 boots, but in this case, you can't land this. Oh, okay. Bench roll. I could have sworn Sly cancelled his ulti early there. Was... Okay, so apparently another Doug died in the jungle alongside Alcatraz, who had died before, so now Baron number 2 is on the tables, but they have a good position from the flank. TOL looking to collapse Zerth, and Mordekaiser are coming through from blue side base. 8,000 half left on the Baron. ATK are very low. They have the player slow as Crane looks to the commit. He does not have charge. Shadow Realm says Zao. Dismount is there, but Top Hat yet again bringing through the Stormbringer. ADHD drops to the DPS. Slide Panda finds himself the kill. Still has someone to heal. Does not even get the opportunity to pop it as ATK take the T5 victory, but they're just too low to look for the Baron.
Good stop attempt there from that one league team, giving them a little bit more time. Alcatraz alive now. So that's going to be a bit more extension on this. Looks like every team that that one league team fights, they like to extend these games and see as long as they can go. Last time this happened, they did get the victory, so we'll have to see if they can do it again.
I mean, Slypound is sitting on 3-4 items at this point, so he's looking pretty strong. He's going to be doing a lot of work in these team fights, but he needs the opportunity to do that. His positioning is going to be what makes or breaks these fights. Yeah,
the good thing is...
Go for it.
Yeah, sorry. The good thing about the Banshees Vale has as well, Slug Panda has been caught off a few times by ADHD being invisible. The thing is though, ADHD is going to have to try and kill him without letting him know he's there, because obviously he has the Banshees Vale, so the first proc will not trigger the charm. So someone will have to get that off, or he's going to have to kill him without the charm. It's going to be hard. He's a pretty beefy boy himself. He's got a lot of items. The death cap
That's
might
a lot
just,
of beef on that point.
No, you deletion, you know.
Gangplank, side lane, split push, has teleport, has ult, can look to rotate. Crane, however, cancelling out the Doug recall, forcing Udio to stay a little bit longer. Ash for sight. Vision says no friends in the backline. ATK can look for the fight. Top Hat pops the Stormbringers. The first one to drop all the Clax does end up dropping the ult on anybody you can't find. In this case, another Doug, but takes literally no damage. Ash, though, essence in hand, finds Volley Bear Slay. But the 1v1 ADHD jungle v jungle, the flash into the delete. Slide Panda in the right position as ATK lose the team fight.
Slide Panda, that Banshee's Veil, literally as I said, came through clutch for him. He survived by a slither of health, walked out, and then re-engaged the fights, and they actually come out positive on that.
But Mordekaiser can't touch Benchwarm Gangplank, it seems. Not too sure how I feel about that pick. Only Clay left to defend base inhibitor dropped. Red side looking to reset. Baron is on the table, so if they overstay, they need to be careful because Baron is available.
Looks like he might get the tower. Not sure if he'll get the inhibitor. Recalls is on their way.
Yep, Dragon Aldo now on the table, so big objective to fight over as well.
TOL is going to walk it out.
Max even closer to his pass spikes, 7 out of 10 deaths, but TOL trying to find their first victory in this best of 5. Currently, guys, 2-0. If ATK take the victory, the series will be done. But Udia has other plans. I mean, he's looking to farm, he's looking to pick up dragons. He wants the Alder, he wants the Baron, he wants the big victory. ADHD. Clax, a lot of damage on the top hat. He does not have that much MR. Alder started up. Alcatraz finds one, finds nobody. Alcatraz, a lot of damage brought to his ADHD. Does get the slay. Mid lane dead means TOL are not in a good spot, but that's going to be the trade for the bot lane as top hat now down. Zao taking ADHD to the Shadow Realm. He's kind of stuck in an awkward situation as Unique not able to deal with the another dug into Benchworm death. Crane, the last member alive in this part of the team fight, but ADHD sort of just hovering around for the dragon attempt. He has the passive kicking in, the resurrection does come through. ADHD very healthy. The 2v2, the 2v1 Crane not yet dropping. There it is, the shutdown. Mid-wave shoving, flashing in another dog. The Phoenix form, the ADKHD just trying to get away. The popcorn's there, but no, says another dog. As TOL take the victory into potentially the Alder or mid lane base race.
This Udia, I mean, it has its downfalls, but when it comes to it, and there's nobody to peel for the Udia to just like get him away from their carries. He just runs them down and kills them because, I mean, that Phoenix does still provide a fair amount of damage with that Leandri's Torment, and Wits End gets the procs of the burn go much quicker than usual. Means that he can, and plus the dead man's plate, he just gets onto your carries and you need some help to get him off of it.
This game looks like it's going to go to game, or the series to game number 4, because that's Alder Drake now secured. Means that ATK cannot afford a contest. They've lost one turret from the Nexus to the Winions, and Baron is now pretty much guaranteed. So ATK not in a good spot. And there it is, Clack, stopwatch dropped. Alcatraz taking negative damage from Unique. Perhaps an Executioners of some form would be a good idea, but Baron, Alder, and Soul now all available and secured by TOL. So it's their game to 3.
I think ATK needs to do what they've done best so far. They need to slow it down a bit, wait the Alder and Baron out, and then just play methodical, get the picks with a Syndra or a Ashe, or even get a flank on down with the Evelyn, and then look to win through that route, because I think brute forcing a fight now would definitely pause the game for them. Definitely not something they can afford. The problem though, that one league team has pick potential of their own with this Volibear.
Yeah, I mean, ATK don't really have that great of a front line in this case. Nexus so low that they might have to actually take a fight. Red side TOL can just look to shove waves in, use the Baron threat, and look to potentially finish. ATK kind of have to force something, or they're just going to have that Nexus exposed. ADHD for the backline, flank, Sky. Poke does come through, Sly Panda, ADHD should look for the tricky pulls. Clax force a flash out, does drop in place, slight, rest in peace. Bench on the new focus, rest, oh, okay, it's gonna be the Fountain dealing some damage, but Nexus now exposed means that ACK will lose this game, and we will go to game number 4. The key team comps kind of all over the place on both sides. I don't think the Mordekaiser support worked out too well, nor the Ashe support. It had some really good picks in the early stages, but did not really translate into anything. For a change, top lane Benchworm didn't do as well as previous games, and as a result, it seems like it kind of snowballed out of control, and ATK were not able to recover it. Nicely played by TRL.
And you can even see that the Udia did more damage than ADHD on the Evelyn. So that means that the Udia was a bit more successful than originally thought, and also the Yone and Xerath doing a lot more damage of their own. So that's actually pretty impressive from them pulling out that weird comp and actually working for them.
100%. I mean, it's not what we expected. We kind of thought it was going to be the 3-0 ATK victory, but TRL says, no guys, we're not going to back down from this one. We're still here, we're still fighting. So very nicely done. Good victory, solidly played, good recover from the top lane. Was looking kind of rough in the early stages, but the Udia pick that we doubted worked out according to plan. Otherwise, yeah, we'll be back shortly for game number 4. And how to support Shaz as well, playing on bot side. Dark Puppy, Neutron the flash in, Dark Puppy flash in the way, busy. May just go down for it. No, actually surviving. Neutron on the other hand, the return on the first blood turn. What? Tiger, okay, so I guess it would have been fine, but I mean, he could have potentially taken an extra touch shot. He flashed before the Q, panicking before the auto attack. Red side teleport. Oh, ADHD. You're getting away from the Kinjo gang. That's kind of spicy, actually. So, Duck, would you mind giving us an example? You've got it up and running your side. Back to the wet noodle top side. ADHD. The roots are being brought through. He's actually been hit by it already. Hit by it twice. Did you guys know that's a thing? And it looks like it may just be the solo kill in the top side. Tiger Beckler, the choke. ADHD with the turner. Walking, what are you doing? Neutron finds a kill on the jungle. Peanut, that's going to be supported as well as Clax. Looking to go big with the final hour. Oompa Loompa, Tiger Beckler, the new focus. Clax, the flash forward. That's going to be growth coming through from mid lane. Lulu. Thing. Not too sure about now the moment of optimization, but it seems like Peanut, the 3-man rotation, Sentinels, that's going to be a big Peanut kill. Shutdown as well coming through onto the Lulu. That's going to be Mr. Killer himself and Neutron dead as ADHD overcommits. It's a bit of a repeat from the other day. Where did that Q go from Sliver? Genetics. The auto got a lot more used to solo casting. Pages. Genetics. Rage come through, that's going to be Dark Puppy so low, but Clax, the exhaust, the last auto attack, the tumble, the Q, the order, it's going to be this. The mid turret does fall, so it's just that we try to switch the PCs, and that resulted in us not being able to use the replay function for a while, a couple months. Kiddo Genetics, the 1v1 Kiddo loses the back and from Genetics in a good spot just to be attacking, throwing the pizzas. It's going to be the first blood. Latifa and Neutron go down to the flash W, root coming through for Tiger Beckler. That's 2 kills into potentially a Baron rotation here. Clax just so low, won't go down. Forced into them. That's going to be Peanut just able to survive as Yumi. So now the free objective Parasite is dead as Killer disengage flash sunk. Overgrowth, the slow applied Tiger Beckler on the front line, just trying to catch up as quickly as he can. Again. Peanut, GG looking to turn instead. Neutron, the focus. Oompa Loompa finds himself that jungle. Neutron kill the exhaust applied extension. Next stepping forward. Killer, no overgrowth available, so it looks like he shouldn't be able to get away from this as Oompa. This cheeky sidestep. And Peanut finding the rampage. So Baron object. 80k, they are playing at 8 o'clock as well, so. Papega, GG easy fight. I'll break it through Peanuts. Invulnerability brought in. Of course, she does not seem like Tiger Beckler. Look at that hit with the flash. Will the jump over the wall means Clax is not going to get access to that last auto to Peanut. First in, but dead will be Tiger Beckler. It seems like Lulu actually killing. But did he just die to an HD, but not having the damage? It's a little bit overconfident. The rest of the side of GG not having access to the put. It looks like 80k will be okay for now. At least the fight still continue. Kiddo in a very okay spot. The unique jump. A lot of damage. The chapters, the book is open. It's only going to be Tiger Beckler left behind. The failed flash into the wall means he's going to be going down. It's going to be 80k. Clax looking to pull the damage. That auto, that move, that kite, that damage. The double kill is going to be there, and that's going to be next. Vayne taking a shield, but it seems like she will go down first. That is not good for the side of GG as Clax forced the back away, but the double kill coming through. So he's positioning well enough to stay out of the Vel'Koz death wave, but the shutdown there it is. The final Oompa Loompa. But he gets the Baron efficiently because the Baron does fall off, Soul does not, as well as it will be the oh that pillar. Insane Genetics doesn't know how to get through, has to flash through. What did I just watch? The block, the Dark Puppy pick though. Positioning. The top side Neutron, the front line Dark Puppy. A little bit low, it seems like the first of a dead will be Neutron. Let's take it back, we'll try to get away the Vayne. Third auto not there, but the pin will be against the wall. Genetics, Clax going big with the Yumi attachment as well. ADHD on the right side. Literally collapse with Dark Puppy snare. Will be there, but Clax yet again able to just go pretty Graves alternative because Graves is like a super good pick. I think Primal probably one of the hang on. The same Genetics size step, Clax. The root's gonna be there into the side. That may just be first blood. Most likely will Insane Genetics. The order, the Soraka, the banana, it grows and it's unexpected. Top or bottom side. I think we're gonna be having a conversation with regards to everything after the series, so between the gap. You guys do want more info on the tournament starting tomorrow? Like a bear claw top side. What are you doing? Okay, ADHD, rest in peace. That moment you realize it was doomed. Do not top side. Tiger Beckler back with a vengeance. The teleport's gonna be there. Tiger Beckler has the cancel though. The floppy bear is real. Kiddo on the other hand, Peanut. Flash in. Peanut gets the kill, and that's gonna be GG redeeming themselves. Peanut just survived. It's gonna be burned as well. 80 loses the solo 1v1 again. We got top side, big fight breaking like Kiddo finding the first kill after Dark Puppy. It looks like Genetics just trying to get away. The second double. Kiddo just running away with the game. But Oompa Loompa has the shutdown on. See, that's not so rocket dead as the Rift Out should get his charge off. Tiger Beckler trying to create that front line And Kiddo investing, but he's not quite as squishy as before. He's got friends as well. The flip's going to be the ban. The shutdown over to Insane Genetics. Pretty big. Finally, mid lane, Kiddo, the damage dealer himself, now done. As Klax is not able to keep him alive in this case. The flash was available. Look at the size of that heal. No grievous wounds. Unique just gets his entire health bar back up and can do absolutely nothing about it. I can see the tilt maneuver is the heal for the movement speed. He's panicking. Neutron does not find the flag and drag, but the Kiddo damage not enough either. The DPS to take the talk of the snowball just short. The last tick will be enough. Actually, Basil now left alone. Unfortunately, Klax the barrier. Change for later. So if you don't highlight that, they just throw it into heal themselves. Oh, Cataclysm bot side, the Vandal overgrowth. Ziggs ultimate damage. That's a lot into the final Klax Q. Here comes NEHD. Unstoppable force is going straight for you. Lulu is my choice. And I will take it. Vandal Klax. Not here for the counter pass the Red Rock into the flash. Completely negating the CC release, but it won't be enough as he will go down. This the buffed up defense is not enough to keep him alive. Kill the flash of a Lancer is instantly flashing away. And it looks like Kiddo finds himself the killing speed reside teleport as well. Oh god, hello, he come back to me. Fear beyond death. The flash in to get the CC on a Kiddo. Also onto Klax as well. The double kill coming through. Jetlass looking to go big, and he does, but wouldn't even have survived to tell the tale though. The rotation not coming through. 3,000 half left on the Baron. Cataclysm the turn, flashing out Tillosaurus. Unstoppable, not going to find anyone. Unfortunately, Klax in the backline. Right, so 1 or 2 best of 5 series. TRL showing us that they are here to party, taking that third game in what was looking to be a pretty close game, but at the same time, TRL definitely in the driver's seat. So good job to them on that victory. Game number 4, Sinister, you want to take us away for the bans?
So far we got 2 really good bans on ATK side. The Yone in the previous game did really well, managed to get some picks on the back line, and in the first game, the Lilia. So pretty much just banning away what's been so good so far this series. That one league team hasn't changed up their bans too much. They're sticking with the bans that they originally wanted to ban. Yuumi, Graves, and Gallia. So they're not going to ban anything specifically from the series. We haven't seen those 2 champions come through at all, so they're not going to give them away just yet. That being said, is Shen also banned. So ATK literally just going for what they've observed in the series so far to be really good. And now we get the pick away from Crane from the Kled. I don't know if that's just to give APC Top Hat something that he enjoys playing, or specifically for a pick away, because I think there's no way that you pick or ban away from Crane. He'll just play. He probably wasn't going to play Kled anyways. From what we know, Crane, he always wants to just play something else every single game. So I don't even know if he would have played Kled, to be completely honest, if that is a pick away. Otherwise, maybe Top Hat is just very comfortable on the champion.
Right, so I think ATK are going to look to play this a little bit more seriously. Straight off the bat, they've locked in Ezreal. Ezreal is Klax's go-to bot lane pick. It's his comfort, it's what he plays when he wants to win, it's what he plays against Royalty. We have Bard from Unique as well. Bard is one of Unique's go-to picks in solo queue, so we already have a much more let's take the victory mentality coming through from the side of EHD. So if TOL can take this victory, I'm going to be very impressed with them, but we'll see what happens. Yasuo and Mumu, the Trundle, locked in as Neutron. It's the full roster back at it, dude. They've got Neutron. Sub has stepped down. No more ATK Academy Tembies as we have the full force. So this is going to be the game to watch.
Yep. ATK not holding back now. They're going for their best picks, their solo queue picks, or the stuff that's just been working overall through their competitive career. This pretty much is what we would see their picks if they would go against teams of the likes of GG or Royalty. There's no wasting time here anymore. ATK wants to take the victory. So as you said, that one league team, the time is going to be now or never. The thing though, they didn't ban away the Talon actually, which was banned in both the previous games.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
So I don't know if ATK. Yeah, I'm not sure if ATK is obviously leaving their mid lane pick for the second pick phase. So not only will they be able to have counterpicked Talon, but they would have been able to counterpick this Yasuo, which is locked in now. So mid lane pick is already given away, and Crane will just be able to pick whatever he wants into this mid lane now.
Yeah, I mean, ATK gave them ATK light from the previous matches, and the TOL took advantage, but they ran away with the game, so now ATK are not looking to hold back. They're giving them the full force with the Olaf comfort pick for Neutron in the jungle, ADHD going back to top lane. I'm liking the TOL draft so far, though. It's looking very frontline. They have their Mumu, they've got the stun that was changed. We saw it yesterday, it did some work. Yasuo for most likely Alcatraz could be flexed to the bot lane, though. So we don't know too much, but the draft so far looking okay. Ban phase number 2 done. Alistair and Nautilus out. Wukong picked up.
And I'm pretty sure there's a certain Holden ZA that's going to be very happy now. Even not if he was here.
This was Light Panda.
He did really well in that on that Xerath the last game. I wonder what they're
Yeah.
going to give him this game. He didn't show up too much on the Misfortune the game before that.
Yasuo
So he
AD
still
carry.
didn't have a support. Could be. It could also be Malphite support. We might still see the ADC come through now. But yeah, actually, wait. I'm not sure. Yeah,
What
maybe it
about
is
a
the
wombo
Yasuo
combo
ADC.
coming through with the Malphite, Yasuo, and maybe ults.
Taking the
Last
time
second.
to decide.
Disconnect? Question mark? No, it's the turret
No,
locking. Was that
the
locked? Yeah, it was a
turret.
dodge. It was a dodge. It was a DC or indecision. I'm not just so the turret pick cancelled. Not too sure what's happening with that yet, but the cancel on the entire champ select. So we will have to go through it again. Apologies.
Not completely sure if that was going to be the Taric, but I mean, the Taric would have been pretty good in that comp, I think. Definitely for a disengage
Yeah,
as
not bad.
well, or if they get engaged upon by ATK. Not a bad shot.
So the chat
Okay.
saying that it was auto pick Taric, so you see whether we do get the change on pick. Apparently an Alcatraz and another Dog are both disconnecting. Hopefully we do have a reconnect. I really don't want to see a forfeit at this point because we're at a real turning point. It needs to be the full TOL roster playing. Nonetheless, guys, we will see you shortly with the champ select once all the tech issues are fixed. Guys. Orton. Tick tock, the DPS Cho'Gath dying back to back, teleports back to top lane and he dies for it, so Blonde, exhaust now applied. Magnus not too sure if he wants to go for this trade yet. There it is, a little bit of heal back, the pull. Ultimate non-legacy, get the flash away from timely. Zhonya's hello! Style playing that so well as the they do look to take the fight though. It's going to be the first to but dead for the match. Big shockwave though. 3-man locked on the back line. The thresh hook into the blue side teleport. Maokai not in position. He does manage to cancel the TP in, so that means he's not unable to rejoin the fight. So even on a really tricky situation, as it looks like the Vikings make an attempt for the rotation as they were a little bit late in the last one. Orphic, now level 6 last breath, available to flash away the heal. The wish is going to be there, no size of the Grievous. Hello, shockwave into last breath, so that's going to be a cheeky. Mr. Not La Palm. Make it spin. The heal going to be from Soraka across the map. The balls, the Evo, not the damage will be enough as he does get the solo kill. The intervention from Soraka. Not making a change, but even not now. Trying to get away to Varga. The fake. Oh, the fake. Oh, no. The flash away. It's not going to be enough for good. Demonic overstep, a bit of a Red Raven step forward. Corrupting chains, there's that interaction I was talking about, able to just run straight through. It passes the ball on as well as Evo now find themselves. There's last breath to rock the focus. That's going to be Master Mixer trying to cleanse his way out of the suppression. The Vargan finding the kill into Aishan Shen. The boy supports down. Evo, Orphic, super low. Dragon started up. Ragnarok available as well as the Cyclone. La Palm with so much damage. The snipe gonna be there as well. The Marchitor comes to you. Zeeks. La Palm finds the killing speed. That's Tamima's dead on the side of Evo as their chances just start to fade away. Last member alive, the clean ace. The Dragon. Select first rotation. Dude, if it works, keep it simple. The Batar mid lane, the barrier for the face tag, able to negate the damage, so nicely played. Carnage. Oh, yeah, just went massive. What?
Yeah, I did.
Definitely. I think we definitely need to be creating more outside of cast content. That's a very big factor during us. Oh, but a toast. What did I just watch? Reaper Lakeside of Misfortune Ultimate double. No, he disconnected.
More of a
Oh,
dog
drop.
person, huh?
Run, but a toast. Jump into the trap now. Cooldown for the reconnect and the join. But a toast. Sven is trying to peel away from the snow. As the reattach now, Sven back in action. Trap dash. This is just painful to watch. Big team fight though. What is going on? The face check into the 5v5 early game aggression. Pete finds himself a challenge this slot. Yo, actually, it's gonna be the testy back and forth. Looks like Cider coming out big with the 4-member kill. Maybe the 5th. It looks like it's gonna be the ace era. Team of Vikings to make it like an appropriate assessment. But that's just off of like looking at ranks and gut feeling and what I've seen so far. Room to impress, guys.
Instead, showed me
Kaisi. Oh, he trades. Okay. Another try. Toxic. Cap is now opened up. He's gonna leave the kitty cat behind. Another try with the hard ditch. Feels sad, man. The flash, 4th shot. The Baron is Stardust. Finds the kill on the Mr. Hawkins is off. The red team Baron steal. It's gonna go over to Stardust. And we're right back up to the Tarek pick. Let's see what we do get. Apologies about the inconvenience, guys. Wait, is that a Victor?
Looks like it. I mean, yes, they needed a bit more damage, I'm guessing, in that team, unless the Mumu would go AP. So the Victor, I guess, not too bad shot. Yesterday we saw it as well being played. The late game was pretty spicy. The problem with Victor is if you don't punish him early game, then he might be a bit of a problem later on. But definitely not a great champ early. Very, very punishable. Not mobile at all, and does not do a super amount of damage.
Yes,
So
there's bot lane.
Seems like it.
It's kind of greedy. I mean, Malphite can be viable, and especially in low ranks with regards to support pick, but it should get punished in this case. Unique and Clax both on comfort picks, so I'm going to be watching the bot lane. Obviously, Ezreal not the strongest of early game champions, but it's still ATK bot lane on their go-to our picks. ATK ADHD with the top lane. Wukong, Mr. Not Cosplay, maybe a tribute to Holden. And Crane has his Rise, the Punish Down special.
Yeah, and the one thing to note here is yesterday there was a Lucian picked into the Victor. So the Lucian didn't do much early game, and that was the downfall of that mid lane pick, is if you don't punish the Victor early, which he did. He picked the champion for the job, and then he didn't do the job. This case, Rise doesn't have to force anything. He can just wait for the late game, and he'll probably outscale as well. Exactly. So there's a good thing for both sides here. He doesn't have to force anything early. If he ends up just going even in lane or out farming him, then that would be great. Rise has a lot more roaming potential than Victor, so that's something to look out for. The good old 80k special coming through. Crane not yet want to challenge Kiddo's spot with the Twisted Fate, so going for the Rise instead. Budget Kiddo cosplay in mid lane basically, but yeah, pretty much.
Big
otherwise
very.
Yeah, definitely. If he does play the Twisted Fate, he'll have to show up big.
100%, but what are we thinking, dude? Who do you think won the draft? I'm kind of liking the 80k comfort. This is something where they've seen them play time again. As for TOL, they have a lot of very, very strong power picks. They've got, I'm not sure if it's Comfort, because I don't know their player or champion pools too well yet. But Zal seems like he likes them spicy picks. We had a Mordecai support that didn't work out too well in the game before. But let's see whether he can make the unconventional Malphite support work. But what are we thinking, dude? Caster's Curse?
I think there's no way that you can't say that ATK has the stronger pick here. It's literally a tried and tested comp. These comps it's Israel Clax and Unique on Bard as signature bot lane. If he wasn't on Rakan here, I would even say that's both of them. He's any champion that Unique can pull the trigger finger on for his team and do these roaming supports things. It's pretty much what Unique does. So bot lane, classic ATK, and as for the top lane, Wukong. Probably just a tribute, but still not a bad pick. It's going to work well against these team fights that, the fact that that League of Legends team is going to try and do these team fights, Wukong is going to be good to try and counteract that. So I'm definitely going to go for the ATK comp on this one.
Okay. ATK receiving the Caster's Curse. But keep in mind it's a best of 5, so ATK looking for the big series victory. TML have to take 2 games in a row for the royalty reverse sweep tributes. Stepping up to dethrone the likes of ATK. Best of luck to both sides. May the better team win. In this case, ATK looking very, very strong, but TRL showing us that they want the victory just as badly. So new blood in the scene. Like we said previously, a lot of these players are known, but to play together, we haven't really seen this 5-man stack before. So perhaps they are the new blood that we need.
Yeah, you even saw there, I just saw on the replay, actually showing that Unique got a triple kill on Bard there. So more evidence of how good this pick is going to be. There's a lot of work here for this bot lane on the Yasuo Malphite. If they get to the late game and they've all scaled fairly well, I can definitely see that they would have a really good team fight. But if they're going to get there, we'll have to see.
Very true. Nonetheless, guys, we'll be jumping to the rift in just a few seconds. So we'll see you guys on the other side. Quickly get the water, get the coffee, get the popcorn. This should be a good 4th game. Right, there we have it. We're on the rift. Players yet to spawn. Top hat, Kled top lane. Another Dag with the Amumu, Alcatraz, Victor, Sly Panda, Yasuo, and Zal with the pause. Actually, Neutron with the pause. Wouldn't be a South African esports tournament if there wasn't at least one pause in the series.
Yeah, and actually the loading screen was taking a while, and I did mention that sometimes if the loading screen does take long, someone might have disconnected during the load, but it does seem like they are probably back because they are shouting out for the ready. Okay, ADHD had to get the door apparently, so he had to quickly let someone in. Is he going to let the victory in though? We'll have to see.
Hectic. I think he's just fetching his good luck door.
Yep.
But the receiver should come through shortly, but Unique Bard, they've gone for the Ignite Exhaust bot lane for the side of ATK versus the Ignite and Heal from TOL.
To be honest, I think that league team actually did ATK a favor there, because who knows if maybe Clax wanted the Yasuo.
Yep. We don't want well, we know at least one person in chat looking for that 10 death pass spike that we know Clax for.
There was no the local spur was out of rib burgers, out of stock. So Clax had to settle for just a normal spur burger. Won't do. It won't do for the Yasuo power.
30 seconds until
Yep,
minions
Brom needs his
spawn.
door. ATK, ADHD needs his as well, but apparently just gotta let the builders in. Otherwise, there's not gonna be any building going on. No invades, no stacks, just a pretty standard spread, divide and conquer.
Yeah, definitely no weird invades going on this game by the looks of it.
Dal
said,
opting for the comment.
Minions have spawned.
Probably the good pick there.
Did we speak too
That
soon?
being said, though, he took the comet, but ended up
Late
going
again?
for the relic shield.
Oh, we've seen this one before. ATK for the notorious late invade. Looking to step through 125 walking in. It is shown on a ward though. In this case, another dog should just go straight to his other buff unless they look for the straight 4v4, but I don't think they win this early. We'll have to find out. Vision shows unique. Two-man pin. Looking for the contest. Another dog. Nowhere even near to smite, so they've just wasted time. This is something that you need to be mentally prepared for as a team. You have to be on the same page with what you do. The flash forward clacks, no pun fighting. It's just the 2 minions, but double exhaust now burnt. A lot of summoners from ATK burnt, but they did get the objective of blue buff. Sorry, red buff in this case.
And they will be late to lane as well, considering they took that fight, even though Doug did back off. Not sure how the comms went on that one, but definitely a little bit of miscommunication either way.
So, this is something we've seen ATK do time and time again. It gives them a very big advantage. Late invade's almost guaranteed to have you the numbers advantage. In this case, another Doug did chicken style pathing straight into Neutron's jungle. So that's kind of interesting. Just look at to steal away the buff that was stolen from him. Looks okay, wasn't really shown, so I'd like to see what Neutron does in this case.
That being said, though, I think not sure if he was shown or not, but they did ping out on that side of the jungle, so maybe they know or anticipate that he might be going there. He will walk back through that, so you definitely will be spotted this time if he wasn't before. Not much that Olaf would be able to do about that. He's already going to his blue. That being said, the Olaf can maybe look at getting double scuttle off of this. Maybe scuttle mid and then bot scuttle.
ADHD already buying teleport to get back to top lane, so he's having a bit of a hard time versus top hat so far. Mimu doing his 2 jungle camps. Neutron now realizing, or shortly realizing, that red buff has been secured. Opts to even just go straight for chickens, rotates down, so he knows. Scuttle on the other hand. Another Doug. Upside scuttle, bot side scuttle for Neutron. Crane getting the prior into the reset. It has teleports. Top hat now resetting back to top. Unique bot side, try brush vision. Zal just basically looking to try to scale towards that level 6. He wants to play for the Malphite ult into the chain. Last breath CC combo. That's the power of the Malphite Yasuo. It really just comes on line post 6. So currently they're just trying to get through lane. Farm as much as they can without dying. Slight Panda already showing us that he's falling behind in CS to Clax. But we have now tier picked up by Crane, so working towards that late game scale as well. Alcatraz, Neutron.
So far, top at doing good at farming in the top lane. Not too far behind, and even that invade didn't put another Doug too far behind. He has only 4 behind so far. That being said, Alcatraz farming better than Crane at the moment.
Slight. Up lane, a bit of a back and forth. Wukong now managing to climb his way back into that even CS. As the Mimu parts his way down towards bottom, it is pre-6 both support and jungle, so he just has the banish toss. Slime Panda for the dash, Clax for the disengage, phases out. So another dog just showing, hey guys, I'm bot lane, top lane, you are free to do what you want to, as I cannot be there.
But at the same time, ADHD is getting his reset off. He's struggling a bit with farm there. Top Hat has a lot of pressure on him, but ADHD is willing to wait for the late game to show Holden that he is also a willing Wukong player.
Alright, so Mountain Dragon. The first Drake to spawn. We have an Olaf who can look to quite easily sneak it, and maybe not quite able to. But not with speed at least. Vision placed for the clear, making sure that it's okay to go for. They don't want some form of another dagger bandage over the wall steal. As the first dragon is a pretty big one. The mountain should add some good resistances. Alcatraz now walking his way down on Mimi's top side, so you won't be able to beat her. But Yasuo will be pops. The ult looking to just apply as much pressure as possible. Neutron sitting on the spine. The wall secured, but the fight now breaking through. Blue side TOL not in the greatest of spots as the trade is there. Bot lane for jungle. Zal still level 4, just looking to apply as much damage as he can, but the popcorn will jump into the juicy fruits. Clax surviving by the skin of his teeth. Looking to turn back on Zal. Hello, goodbye. The turnaround Q flash smash the ground. You're done for. Big trades back and forth, and as AZK get Drake plus 3 kills to the 2 kills for TOL.
APC Top Hat also almost getting a kill onto ADHD in the top lane solo. So that would have been pretty massive for them if they could have done that, because that would have meant they would have been even on kills now. Even though the Dragon did go over to 80k, so it's looking a bit more 80k favored for now. But that one league team definitely not taking this game lying down as usual. Showing us they are willing to fight for it.
Neutron's made his way towards the top side. Top Hat disengaged. He's got so little health as Neutron looks for the flash. Not able to pull the damage though, but they should be able to get some cash off of the plate. Still 7 minutes in. Top Hat must have been so low when he got that remand, because he's got almost no health left in that bar. The Neutron died with flash up in that last fight. Or was it still on cooldown? I'm not too sure. But look at Crane and his EQ. EQ man is real, the wave flare. Right, so bot lane Zal and Slight looking quite close to that level 6 spike. ATK Clash and Nikai ever have already got theirs. But it's going to come down to the Tempered Fate. Unique has the potential to turn the tides. Well-placed ult means Malphite cannot really get that engage. But at the same time, if you misplay, you can always just set up the guaranteed engage for Malphite.
Yeah, the question is Clax going to be quick on the finger, because it can simply E out the Malphite ult, which would mean that definitely just turn the fight.
Unique has flash, but Clax doesn't.
Also worth to note that Clax took exhaust this game, so when the Yasuo engages, that exhaust is going to negate a lot of the Yasuo's damage, especially due to the fact that he doesn't have a IE or some form of crit item like the Phantom non-tier. So Yasuo damage is going to be, output is going to be very low once he exhausts him.
Oh, cheeky pin, Unique. Slime Panda now hitting 6. Still waiting on the Malphite though. Missed a bit of experience. Double tier, all the 2 tiers now secured by both Crane and Clash. Do you remember when Ezreal used to build 2 tiers, dude?
Interesting meta. Yeah, and they made it so you can only buy 1 tier item. What a lot of damage that Israel used to output.
Yep, mid lane attempt, top path, Unique's here for the counter. Good pun against the wall. Top path locked in place. Wukong not yet having the teleport as it still is on cooldown. Banish touch doesn't find the target as Neutron runs to the first. End of the Ragnarok means now the die can just lock him in place. The Sad Mummy curse is real. Unique trying to get away. The popcorn not re-shut down onto 80 carry Slight. the fight does continue. ADHD teleport allows him to get in as he takes out jungle, just trying to get away now. Top hat, Crane versus Slight and ADHD. The turn back in. EQ man, a double for ADHD. The Wukong pick Holden is proud as ACK take that team fight victory.
Was looking very promising for that one league team. They actually started that fight off pretty well. Yasuo unfortunately missing 2 very critical Qs there. He needed to land those, and I think that would have killed Wukong, which could have maybe caused him to turn that fight. Dragon also up now in 50 seconds, means that ATK will probably have the priority. Seems they do have the push in mid and bot and vision control, so there should be a second Dragon for ATK. They're looking much better in these games with the Dragon controls in comparison to their previous games.
I'm just looking at those little penguins that you get on that bot skin. Super cute. Neutron over, looking at the Rift Owl. Once that next objective. That's the only thing looking good for him right now. ADHD starting to come online. He's still working towards the Triforce, but the 1v1 dismount for top hat. Dragon spawning. Uh-oh, Bandage. Another dog accuracy not looking too good so far. Neutron heading towards top side with the Rift out, perhaps the trade. Vision for top tier 1.
I was just about to praise ATK for their Dragon control, and it looks like they will be giving away the second one.
It's a
That
deliberate
being said,
trade
though,
though.
they're all... Yeah, we do see that they're actually not only maybe looking for the Herald, but there's a lot of people converging onto this Kled. So they might be looking for the dive. But how will they do it?
Unique. ABC top hat. The Rift is still there. Just waiting for the wave to crash as they've got 3 members rotated up towards the top side. Blue side TP for the assist. It's going to be Alcatraz here as the Rift does come through. Tempered Fate says no friends. So they don't get the full turret, but the majority of the plate's now taken. Left 1 as a minute and a half still to pass. The Crane got the purchase on the run of ages, now working towards the tier as it does stack up over time. I feel like this series is missing a Camille or two though. Feels sad, man. Why did Evo not sign up for the tournament? That's what I want to know. Evo potentially.
They probably needed some. Yeah, they probably needed some replacements. There, they have way too many international.
Ah, right, that does make sense then. ADHD,
Yeah.
finding the solo kill top lane. Top hat down with flash up, and just not ready for that with a 3 for 0 88.
The Triforce almost done there for ADHD, so he's definitely looking to one-shot some people later on.
There's a substantial amount of scaling on the side of ATK.
Yeah, definitely. You can even see that the Rise is going for Rod of the Ages tier, so the double mana bolt coming through.
Olivia, please. But yeah, so I mean, Crane 2 for 0 for 4 is a rise in the early stages. This is not good. That is a champion that's supposed to be weak in the early. You're not going to give him gold. He needs to try and work hard for that gold. So if you're funneling it down into him, he's going to be hitting hard in the late game. Deleting plays with a simple click of the EQ. Sinister, do you want to summarize the series for anyone that maybe hasn't watched up to this point?
The last game at least, it was basically that PL did a lot of proactive rotations, especially with the Dragons. Got Soul, got some lot of nice picks off onto the backline, and it was pretty hard for ATK to deal with it. They had a Ashe and what was the other bot laner again?
I know Mordekaiser was the big Ashe Syndra versus Mordekaiser
yes.
and who's did he carry?
Yeah, but
Zera.
either way,
Zera.
they got some very good picks onto the carries of ATK, so they just struggled to win the team fights. And yeah, pretty much just got the Elder Dragon plus Soul Point.
Down. Looking for the Malphite Unstoppable disengage. That's a big cooldown to burn this early. rAge looking to join the fight now. As the opponent connects, support Zhao is dead. He burnt the flash into the engage. Not even sure what caused the CC chain. Slight panic now. Looking to pick up Crane as the disengage flash does come through into the flash on a Crane. Recipes 200 damage crit. Gates out as Ragnarok allows for the CC removal. Another Doug. First rule of League of Legends: don't take the portal. Doesn't get punished too hard though.
Hi, my name's Bart, and this is my magic portal. You never know what's going to come through that doors.
I feel like that's a reference to something that I haven't seen.
It's Storage Wars. It's like that reference of the guy that does the intro to the
gotcha.
thing where... There we go.
But tier 1 turret though. That's what ATK's got for their second brick of the game. Alcatraz and Clax tangoing. A lot of damage. Pretty cool skin. I never realized it glowed red before. Was it dependent on the upgrade that you've got? Does it change colors when he gets the next Hextech upgrade?
I am not sure. I think that's
Expo?
a pretty old skin. I would be very surprised if it did.
I've never noticed the red
Because
before.
I think it's... Yeah, I think that's a pretty old skin, so I don't think it does that.
Alcatraz,
make skins like that.
ADHD does Victor. Well, in this case, almost a flash in for the second Cyclone. He's out of here for the 4th kill now. Triforce starting to do some work. Oh, hello. That change from Mimi. Well, back. He now follow through as another Doug put in a tricky situation. He has no Sad Mummy curse. He's just going to be a regular Sad Mummy as the Kled charge comes through into the Tempered. Eddie carry traded for jungle. Malphite does drop as well. He had no Unstoppable. He looked for the engages. Crane is the focus. Slight Panda trying to go big, but Neutron has other plans. Very nice spin from Unique. Red side looking to recommit as ADHD teleports back down with a full bar of health, but no Cyclone.
You hate to see it as well. The Malphite altered the Wukong clone.
Is that what happened? I missed it. I just saw Malphite, I saw him die, and I saw him have no ultimate. So Infernal and Third Dragon.
Onto the Wukong clone, and it was pretty painful to watch. Mr. Tiny Piano asking what happened to bench warmer. I think he had to warm the bench.
Yeah, the bench is fully warm now. They can allow for ADHD to take his top lane roll back and to bring in the main roster. So, like we said before, up to this point, ACK has sort of been playing with quote-unquote academy roster, giving some of the new up-and-coming players some game time on the big screen. So instead, now after dropping the game that they weren't meant to drop, they've brought the big guns to say, hey guys, this is why we're the top team, this is why we are ATK.
But being said though, even though they have the main roster this game, that one league team still not taking this game lying down. They are making some good plays here. The fights has been not too bad so far. If the Yasuo and Kled can keep showing up as
ADHD.
it did.
Malphite not having Unstoppable just yet. That last few seconds of the cooldown misses the caster and the double for ADHD. He does the fake W core, but Top Hat is not buying it. Reads straight through the ADHD trying to be fancy.
That was very sneaky. For a second there, I was wondering what he was doing. He was like, he's trying to fake it. The good old Wukong. I was like, wait a second. Observer doesn't get tricked like this.
Right, so Tambi is saying from the chat that he's just giving the captain some game time. It's only fair. Fair enough. Alcatraz look to be picked out. Ezreal bringing the damage as Clax finds the Alcatraz double kill, actually. Tempered Fate going pretty big as Unique sets them up and Clax bowls them down.
The Israel with the Iceborne Gauntlet and stacked Manamune to Mirror.
Yeah, he's spiking pretty hard.
Israel is going to get to that point now. As soon as that third item is done, you're
That's
definitely going to see the big clacks come through. You can also see that ATHD has got the Tiamat on now as well. So he is in that side lane in the bot. He's going to be a big problem to deal with. They're going to have to send definitely more than one, because I feel like anyone that tries to side lane against them is going to have a bad time.
You know what they say? Tough times never last.
Only tough people lost, yeah? Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Sheepy noises ensues, but yeah, at this moment, ATK really have the
Ooh,
pressure on
EQ man.
top lane. I mean, they've already sending
Unstoppable.
top. Keep in mind, Wukong bot.
Crane, the 1v3, can he make it work? He finds the first one, looking for the second. Red side Redemption says hi. Crane says buys the slight knock up into the double. Alcatraz, you're the last member. Where are you going? Unix says no friend. This is a 3v1. There's no escaping as ACK take a massive team fight victory.
Oh, and Flax takes the triple. Crane is mad. He flashed for it.
Oh no.
Team's turret has been destroyed.
But
Like we
yeah,
said.
like I said,
Yeah.
the top Wukong now. Well, they don't have, everyone's dead now, so they have to watch out. Wukong can still get this bot lane, and meanwhile top lane getting an inhibitor tower.
You cannot give rAge a early game lead, and that's exactly what happened. He picked up 3 kills in a team fight, and this is the result. You've made him into the monster. He did not want to be like this. Actually, he probably did, but unstoppable. Or charge. Sly Panda, the overextend ATK Flax takes the responsibility, but it's going to be traded back over as Mumu does end up dropping jungler now down to the side of TOL. Cheeky pin for Unique. Sly Panda, the ignite, and ticking and talking. It's you're dead now as Alcatraz sent to the golden form. The pin not finding the target, and Neutron dying for it. Unique just trying to get away as the gate is not clickable. Crane and ADHD now 2v2, 2v3.
Crane is a big boy. He's got a lot of mana. He's got double buffs. You need to watch out. He will 1v2 you.
Oh, dismount. Is that Victorious Rise? No, it's not. That's Championship Rise, right?
Yes.
There's no Victorious Rise. What am I saying? I meant Triumphant. Yasuo still working towards the power spike. 4 deaths to go before the Yasuo is online.
Slight Panda Yasuo better than Klax Yasuo though? That's the question.
I think Red Raven Yasuo better than Klax Yasuo, Kappa.
I see. Okay, that makes a lot of sense now. ADHD.
Alright, so the Baron rotation. ADK have they got decent Baron taken. Rise. He has mana.
Send the whole team to deal with the monkey. The whole team is going to deal with the worm.
Aha, merely the distraction. Joke's on you guys, but they will trade over Infernal, so I think TOL should be able to pick up their first dragon objective. If they don't rotate through, they have no charge, there will be no rotation. On the other hand, Crane looking to move the entirety of ATK down as we do have the red side collapse. The team fight should still come through, but the dragon was secured. Nexus, however, in sights.
Yeah, we can see things coming through from ATK on the Nexus.
Is this Karma? Nope, it's Unique's bod. But we had a very similar situation yesterday, but it was TOL looking for the backdoor race as the blue side teleport does come through for the cancel. No, it's not going to make it through. Alcatraz is now dead. He dies in place. But instead, red side rising high. Next is exposed. Red side redemption does come through. Yasuo dropped a half-heart bandage. Sad mummy curse locking multiple moves, but Crane deleting. Next is going to be jungle down another dug into support Zalbei. As we do have the ace victory, ATK taking the game, taking the 4th match and the series tournament. GG, well played.
And that was actually a fun series to cast so far. I mean, 3-1. That one league team managing to take a win off, even though if there was an... I still feel like it wasn't like Tembi's was rolled over in the top lane. He actually played that gangplank very well. So I wouldn't completely put it down to the fact that they didn't have Neutron in the team. Yes, it's probably a big factor that you don't have your diamond top lane jungler in the team. But it's like...
But he's a ward. Everyone knows the
well.
stereotype. Everyone knows the copy pasta.
Exactly. Tembi's got a lot of kills. And ADHD got a lot of kills when he was playing jungle. So Neutron only 338. Just to be being a ward again, I think bring Tembi's back. Question mark.
Hashtag bring Tembi's back. But I think ADHD stepping up pretty hard this game, as well as Crane. GG, well played. Solo lane's doing some work. And yeah, the series wrapped up like it. I'm glad to see that TRL were able to take a game off of ACK. So very, very good job. A lot of promise showing in that team. Some hard work, and they can definitely be a top contester in the local scene. Hoping to see them in some of the other tournaments that do happen in the South African esports.
Yeah. A rename would be great. I think we have too many people with that name.
True.
Something nice with a logo, because apparently we had to slap a logo together for them. But yes, I do think it's a great team, and I would want to see them back. They work really good together. I think if they stay together for a long time, build some team synergy, work together to improve, this could be a very good team. I can actually see them be some top contenders here. Actually,
Definitely a lot of promise. I like to see it. They made their way through to the finals. Unfortunately, didn't get to take on Royalty. I think that could have been a really, really interesting series to watch. ATK knocking them out pretty early. That's what happens when you have a single elim instead of double. But it makes for some some spicy results. But nonetheless, ATK taking the first place and TOL taking second. I think third and fourth still to play. Not too sure what's happening with
either
that
still
series.
to play, or it will happen, or it's already happened. I'm not sure when that game was supposed to happen. There was no time given. But it should be up on the website if you guys want to see some results, or go and look at the time or the paths that the teams have taken through this tournament, or just go and support ACGL in general. They've got many other tournaments running most of the time. If you looking at some COD, I know the COD boys are pretty big there in the ACGL site. But yeah, thanks to everyone for participating. It was a very fun tournament to cast. Actually, there's been some spicy games, some very long ones. Yesterday's games was pretty interesting, so it's been very fun overall.
100% gotta agree with you on that one. Like you said, a lot of rAge Expo happening this weekend, a lot of cool stuff. I'm sure it's still continuing, not too sure though. But nonetheless, it's been an absolute pleasure from my side to cast the finals as well as some of the earlier matches too. So Sinister, it's always great to have you on for the cast as well, so thank you. But yeah.
It's been a pleasure and been fun. Thank you, Sheepy, too.
100%.
By the way, I did catch your little karma reference at the end there. Very nice transition, because yesterday, actually, if you guys missed it, that one league team actually managed to do the backdoor against the team against Era yesterday, and you sort of threw in the karma there, and then was like, no, it's unique. So I got that reference. It's very, very smart. Very smart. I got it.
I appreciate understanding or picking up on the reference, but some of the things go unnoticed. But Holden saying third and fourth has been FF'd. DSG taken fourth, unable to play, as I believe their top laner was having issues. So third place secured by Error. So we've got ATK, TOL, Error, and then DSG for the top four finishes. Nicely done.
Yeah, well played to everyone, and 2 more tournaments, please.
100%, guys. I appreciate everyone that did take part, even if you guys didn't qualify for the finals. But nonetheless, we will check you guys at a later stage. That's all from my side. Sinister, any wrapping thoughts? Any final?
No, I said as much as I should. Go and just support everyone. ACGL site for more information if there's more tournaments in the future. Their Twitter page, most likely, good place to go. Or the LOL SF Facebook group if you're a League of Legends South African Facebook player, League of Legends player, and want to join Facebook. There's a lot of announcements and stuff happening there, so you can.
You want to keep up to
well.
date, 100%.
Yeah.
And big shout out to chat as well, guys. Appreciate it. We are watching, but yeah, we'll see you guys in the future. Cheers.
Cheerio.